Lacka, Jada, what's up? Double O, what's up?
Put Superman to shame.
This nigga Trevor, he said I push Superman. They call me the Iron Jaw. Steve knocked you the fuck out. Stop lying, old head. What's up with y'all? Hope y'all had a great day today. Hope y'all had a better day than I did. It's long, hard, stressful. No Diddy. I just realized what I just said. No Diddy. But yeah, today was long and hard. No Diddy. I wanted to finish that Hassan Campbell video that I cut out on last night. But our main thing we're gonna talk about is Nature Boy getting poked up 9 times in jail. Somebody poked me. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I know it hurts. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch. I told you stop fucking with me. Somebody poked him up in jail. And he made a phone call home. I didn't hear a lot of it. The most I heard was he still thinks he's the Messiah. He believes he's the Messiah because he was crucified. He said he had 12 or more followers or disciples, and he was crucified. So he believes he's the Messiah. And a whole bunch of other crazy shit. My nails are dirty from work. I'll jump in the shower right after this. Not again. I think that this the joint that Trip C's put in the chat. I don't know how old this video is. But I never covered it. I wanted to finish this Hassan Campbell video that I had to stop last night. Then we're gonna get into that Nature Boy video. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. Wanted to finish this I'm outside video.
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house,
He's not the main event though. Nature Boy is.
That like button. Oh,
We
that's right.
weaning ourselves away from
We in the
Hassan.
yard, so you ain't got to take off your shoes. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? When did it become a thing when we started shaming people for being successful? When did it become a thing when we started shaming people for being successful?
Who shamed you for being successful? We don't shame you for being successful. We shame you for being a fraud. It's two different things. We shame you for being a fraud. There's no shaming you because you successful. Yes, you did have some YouTube success. We give you that, but that's not why we shame you. We shamed you because we're ashamed of you, for one, and for two, you're a fraud. You trying to make it seem like people shaming you because you successful. That's not why people don't fuck with you, and you know it.
I sat back and watched so many of my friends die at an early age. I've seen some of the illest killers get killed. Then I look on the internet and I see some of you superficial clowns bragging about being outside. And it baffles me because it's safe to say that it ain't safe outside.
No, it's not safe outside for you. You keep projection. You keep trying to project your unsafetyness outside, if that's a word. You keep trying to judge everybody off of you not going to be. Well, we're safe outside. I can go outside. I can walk to the corner store without nobody bothering me. You, on the other hand, you can't, and you keep trying to scare everybody else into staying inside because you can't go outside. And we get it. We get it. You don't like the niggas that's standing outside saying I'm outside. We get it. How many times are you going to say, oh, I looked on the internet and I see niggas saying I'm outside, and nigga, you coined the term. Now that you can't go outside, you wanna hate on everybody else that's saying that they outside. Now that you can't go outside. If you look at your track record, before you that shit happened in Bronx River, you was outside every single day. At least once a week you did a video outside in the hood. And then as soon as you couldn't go back to the hood, all of a sudden you trying to shame everybody else that's doing it because you can't do it no more.
I see dudes that's official
Manzik, what's up? Chris, what's up? Max, what's up?
bragging about being outside after doing decades in jail.
And we just saw you bragging about having multiple bodies when you were just talking about Jada Kiss that same day. The same day you made this video was the same day you were bragging about having multiple bodies and attempted murders and being in jail. It was the same day. I'm pretty sure it was probably around the same time because you make your videos back to back. It was the same day you were out there bragging about having multiple bodies that you don't have. Oh, Jay the Kiss ain't never shot nothing. I went to jail for multiple bodies. I'm jumping out of cabs, two guns blazing at the police. What's worse, saying I'm outside or saying I went to jail for multiple bodies? Saying I unalived multiple people or attempted to unalive multiple people? I don't know. What's worse, y'all? Saying I'm outside, y'all. We outside. Or bragging on the internet about how many people you unalived or tried to unalive. I'm gonna go with option B. It's a no-brainer. Leonard. He said I can go to my old hospital with no worries. And made it clean. Exit with no beef. Right. That's what he said. He said I was jumping out of cabs, two guns blazing at the police. I'm like, what?
You bragging about being outside. You ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So what are you doing outside?
Oh God.
The problem with some of you niggas is you need to learn how to put yourself on punishment.
No, you're mad
Until you
because
get your
you're on
grades
punishment.
up.
I wonder where he got that from. I wonder where he got that from. Put yourself on punishment, because I said he Bronx River got him on punishment. Now he trying to tell people to put themselves on punishment. I ain't hear you say nothing about being on punishment or putting anybody on punishment until I said it. Stop stealing my. This nigga just be swagger jacking, just stealing the lingo, stealing the whole bar for bar. He stole my whole flow bar for bar. Drake, Drake. I taught him his flow. He stole my whole flow, word for word
No
for
going
word, bar for
outside.
bar.
No having company. Remember when your mother used to put you on punishment? That's the problem. Some of you niggas' mothers never put you
Hey,
on
Pete,
punishment. They
JD,
just
peace and
let you do
love.
whatever the hell you wanted to do, and that's what you did. And see, the reality of it is, I can hit this from so many angles. You dudes come home from jail after keeping it real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come home calling dudes bozos, clowns, lames. But it's weird because most of the dudes that I see being called bozos,
Mm-hmm.
clowns, and
Mm-hmm.
lames, they're successful. They take care of their wives, they take care of their kids, and they living in big mansions and big houses.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
But they're not on the block with you celebrating failure.
Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. So because you have money that excludes you from being a bozo or a lame. Money doesn't validate you. Money doesn't not make you a lame. Obviously, there's plenty of the fucking Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Every fucking billionaire is a square and a lame and a bozo. What are you talking about? Money don't make you exclude you from being a bozo. And that's your problem. At 40, at almost 50 years old, you think money and YouTube views validate you. That validates your personality. That validates who you are. It does not. And you should not be this old thinking that way.
You spent decades in jail, years in jail, with another nigga rocking your wife's snot box. I mean, literally putting boogers all in her nose.
What?
She drinking jism. Got her toes throwing up gang signs. But you was the real nigga.
Putting boogers in her nose. Wait
This
a minute.
man was out here building a structure.
We not just gonna skip past that like you didn't just say that dumb shit. Putting boogers in her nose? What the fuck does that even mean? Putting boogers in her nose? Okay. And you must be talking to one of them niggas that's extorting you right now. You must be talking to them niggas that's extorting you. Whenever you have a fallout with them, you go run to the internet and say, "Oh, I'm tired of you niggas just getting out of jail talking about I'm outside." Every single time you have an argument with one of your homies that just came home from jail, you do the same thing. You go right to the internet and pretend you talking about just people on the internet in general when you talking about that specific person, but you too scared to say their name.
For his wife and kids and moving away from the ghetto to the suburbs. But he's the clown, he's the lame, he's the bozo.
Yeah, you can be a clown and a
Me,
lazy
for example,
and a bozo
I
doing
got
all.
dudes taunting me. You don't never be outside. My my kids are preparing, some of them to go to college, to graduate.
Oh, now that's your excuse? Hold on. But when Kwame Brown asks you, why do you keep going to the hood? Oh, because I'm a hood nigga. What you mean? Why ain't you at home with your kids? My kids are fine. I'm a hood nigga. I got family out in the hood. Now that you can't go outside, oh, my kids are preparing for college and I need to be in the house with my kids. No, nigga. No. We're not going to let you do that. Just had an itchy issue. We're not letting that one go. Come on, nigga. Who the fuck you think you fooling? I got the videos. Of you doing these things when they asking you what the fuck is you always you fit 40 years old, why is you still hanging out on the block? Because I'm a hood nigga. I'm in the hood because I'm hood. Everybody was asking you that. Kwame asked you that. Academics asked you that. And you came up with so many excuses, and your kids was not none of a part of it. Now all of a sudden that you can't go outside. My kids is in the house. I need to be in the house with my kids. No, it ain't that. Is you can't go out there. It ain't got nothing to do with your kids. You ain't give a damn about your kids when you was out there every day.
From high school.
22, that's my girl. Go ahead, beautiful. Yeah.
My kids.
I love how
Is
you
working
always using them
jobs
as
and
an
elevating in
excuse.
life.
What
And
that
I'm
got to
trying to
do with you?
create a business so that they can work for me.
Create what business? Create now you trying to create a business. You in the house because you trying to create a business. Get the fuck out. Bro. What business are you trying to create? You notice he doesn't give no details about this business. I guarantee you he doesn't. I ain't even watched this.
So
I
that they
watched
don't have
part
to
of it.
go outside of me to a stranger and ask them, could they put in an application so that they can be successful in life? I am trying to hire my children. So I need for you dudes out there that want me to come outside
What's
on the
up,
block
sis?
so I can show everybody
Dang.
outside.
What's up, sis?
Nothing much. What's happening with you? Hey,
Ain't nothing.
everybody.
He said that he not outside because he's trying to create a business for his kids to work for him. Where's this? What is this business? Where is this business? Like, he don't give you no details. Wait, I thought. Wait, you said you already had a business. Didn't he say that? He said,
If I'm not
I
mistaken.
got properties and businesses. Those were his
Mm,
words. I got properties and I got businesses. Niggas got properties and they got businesses. And I asked you that time, what business? Where's this business? Now you're trying to create a business. Get the fuck, bro. You full of shit.
And then in the process of me coming outside, right, I hit some of my dudes up.
oh, hold on.
They get
Pause.
gripped
Because
up
I just
now
saw a
because we all
question
know
in
I
the
got
chat.
beef. Dudes don't like.
Somebody asked, did Nature Boy get stabbed? What happened was last year, Nature Boy got stabbed, went to the hospital, and they sent him back the next day. What happened yesterday was real life street stars some kind of way got a jailhouse phone call from Nature Boy. And this is Nature Boy's conflated story of how he got stabbed 9 times. If he got stabbed 9 times, he wouldn't have been back in the jail in less than 24 hours.
No.
And that's what happened.
Did you put that in the chat? Or
No,
StreamYard did?
somebody asked that in the chat. What?
No, I'm talking about this one. This now to streaming or looking for new to streaming or looking for
That's the
streaming.
referral code. I didn't mean to hit it, but I must have.
Okay. I was going to say, you put that or StreamYard did that. I was going to say, God damn, they slicked in the motherfucker.
Yeah, because they got that big button back there.
Uh-huh. But we about to get to that Nature Boy call right after this. So we moving on from Hassan. We
It
And I'm
sounds
like
like
y'all
a
niggas.
Hollywood
So now I
movie
come
script.
outside
mm.
and I got dudes riding around in New York City hot with hammers on them
They got
just
the
to prove that I
Bluetooth.
can come outside. Police decide to pull somebody over.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How are you a felon threatening to you threatening to shoot people several times over the past year. This year alone,
Turned the
and
gun in to the police.
you just admitted to riding around with people with guns as a felon. Nothing happened. As a felon, you just admitted to riding around with people with guns, and he's not in jail. How is this even possible?
Pull them out their car, pat them, frisk them,
Do you smell a
find a
rat?
gun, take them to jail. Now I'm
Smell a
paying
pig
for a bail,
lie.
paying for a lawyer, and they might do 5 years.
Not, on Booty called me. He's like, "Do I smell a whore? Do I smell
Mm-hmm.
a? Do I smell a rat?"
Guess
Or
where
better
I
yet,
am?
somebody see us
Where you at?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, fuck you doing up there?
I brought somebody up here.
Uh, oh shit, I would never want to be out there.
on the
I heard some things.
corner and
Be
don't
careful.
realize that the dudes that I'm with, they really on it like that.
Wait, what? What are we talking about here?
Police decide to pull somebody over, pull them out their car, pat them, frisk them, find a gun, take them to jail. Now I'm paying for a bail, paying for a lawyer, and they might do 5 years.
This sounds like an excuse.
Or better yet, somebody see us on the corner and don't realize that the dudes that I'm with, they really on it like that, and decide
That's a
to
whole lie.
send another lane.
I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like an excuse not to come outside.
Mhm.
First you said it was your daughters. It was your daughters, and you trying to prepare businesses for them. And now is because you riding around with niggas that's really about it, and you can get pulled over, or somebody might come and test you. This all sounds like reasons for you to as using as an excuse not to bring your ass outside.
Who want to roll up on him, Sinetta?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you said the same shit with Mano. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I know my niggas it really gets busy, and your niggas get busy. If we meet up on the
Remember,
block, we gonna go to jail.
remember when he was begging for donations for security because he was afraid for his motherfucking life.
I'm gonna need money for security, lawyers. I'm gonna need money to move, and took that money and bought a bike.
Oh, what he said was what Nature Boy said was they mistook him for somebody else. I
Mm.
don't know if I believe that because I think he been in solitary confinement since he got stabbed up.
Well, you better stay in there.
He out now because he making phone calls.
Mm. Yeah,
Real
true.
life street stars really will have anybody on there.
Knockout. And one of my dudes air him out on camera. Now he doing a 20-year bid,
Bro,
and his wife sitting up there telling me that she hate me
this sounds like a plea not to go outside. This
because
sounds like
now I done did with all these other
Please
rappers.
don't come over here and
Tell me
do a
I want to go outside.
drive-by.
this just sound like a lame ass excuse for you not going outside. You being scared to go outside. That's all this sounds like. It sounds like a scary ass excuse for you not to go outside.
Somebody ends up going to jail. In order for these rappers, a lot of these rappers to be on the block like that, I guarantee you there's dudes that's doing gun bids. And some of them doing murder bids. I guarantee you that.
What that got to do with
So-
you? You're not a rapper. You're not a rapper.
Never have been.
You're not a rapper. What that got to do with it?
Again, y'all want me to come outside in the hood in front of the pissy corner stores where dudes be on K2.
The more excuses. More excuses. I've never seen somebody throw out so many excuses not to go outside.
Oh my God, it's people
One
on
excuse,
K2 outside.
one excuse. You didn't have a problem with them when they was throwing bottles. They threw bottles at you, and people on K2 bust your window out, and you still went back. Once they popped your ass and told you couldn't go back, now all of a sudden, my kids and I might get locked up and
What does your 50-year-old behind have business on the street for?
right. And then wait. What about when you was yelling pain, pain? You was talking about ain't no place better place to die. That
Mhm.
will always be your home. What happened to that? Now all of a sudden they told you can't come back. Now all of a sudden it's pissy hallways and people on K2.
Right. It wasn't pissy when you was threatening to throw somebody grandma down the steps.
Right. You ain't had no problem with that shit. You were pissing in the hallways. There's video of you going to take a piss in the hallways. Now all of a sudden is all the I've never seen so many excuses not to go outside.
You scared.
Yeah, you see this nigga scared. You on
This
punishment.
nigga scared. I
Okay,
keep
Storm was
storm.
this nigga scared.
Throwing up, where the shootings be happening at, where the police be deciding to go in the stores and beating dudes up for whatever reason. This is where you want me to go. A dude on my level.
On your level.
Oh my gosh. Outside is so bad.
I decided to
You can't go
press
out
play
there.
or rather upload a video on social media. And YouTube has given me a position on a platform to earn revenue. Good
Oh
revenue.
God.
Self-made nigga. I'm not part of the Breakfast Club. I do the same thing that they
You weren't self-made, bro. People had to get you out there.
You
If
are crowdfunded, ninja.
my nigga, that's what I'm saying. If Sarnetta and all them other people didn't promote you in the beginning, nobody would know you. If you had came on the internet by yourself before Sarnetta and them,
He would have never got no traction.
nobody would have cared. You weren't self-made.
do. But I'm the most hated for doing the same thing that Charlemagne does, Funkmaster
Nobody
Flex
hates
does, and all the rest of
Hassan.
them does. But I'm hated.
You're hated because you didn't come in there as you didn't come on there for that.
He didn't follow through on his promises.
Yeah,
He promised
that's
never to
why you're
ask
hated.
the people for money, and he
Right,
forever begging.
right. You didn't follow through on what you came on here for. That's why you're hated. It don't got nothing to do. See, there you go, lying. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. That well, it does, but it doesn't. That's not why people hate you. They hate you because you came on here pretending to be a victim, and then once you got the trust of the people, you flipped on them.
Nobody hates him. They just disgusted by him and his actions.
Right? You flipped on the people. Now you want to talk about celebrity gossip. What man even uses the word gossip when it comes to talking about shit like this?
Dysnomia.
What man says I do I do gossip? Period.
Perez Hilton.
Which straight man, my bad. Let me rephrase that. Which straight man says I do gossip? Jay, dysnomia. Peace and
I
love.
don't know of a straight man that says that.
None. 32 people or 35 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in and support the channel. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Trip C's information going along the screen at the bottom too.
Yes, donate. I'm in Arkansas.
Because the people really love me.
She in
Not
Calabama.
everybody, but more than enough.
Shut up.
Got 500,000 people following me on YouTube on one page alone.
Big T.
Yeah, you notice that you have 500,000 on one page, right? But all your other pages ain't nowhere near that. What does that tell you? That 500,000 was on there because they thought you were a victim. Now you go to Snotbox, Rock TV, Real Life, or something with Hassan, Raw and Uncut with Hassan. None of them joints crack over 100,000. You know why? Because
Yo,
obviously 400,000 of those people were there because they thought you were a victim.
Ron Savage action figure. I'm done.
Oh God.
I've turned myself into an entrepreneur.
I don't think you understand the definition of an entrepreneur.
I
You turned
think
yourself
this know me up. Oh, my bad.
you turned yourself into a YouTube worker. That's it, you still work for somebody. That's not an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs don't work for people.
He
You
couldn't have
still
been hurt.
hurt.
Sorry.
Who you talking about? Major
I'm talking
boy?
about this. Don't me say Nation Boy got poked. He couldn't have been hurt too bad because they sent him right back to the jail.
Oh yeah, yeah. They patched him up and sent his ass right on back. We about to get into that.
And the best thing about being in my position is that I can actually spend time, which a lot of parents wish they could spend time with their children.
It's too bad we never see you with them anymore, right? The only time we see you in them is when you want to flash them in front of the camera to gain.
Mm-hmm.
We don't never see you with them anymore. You used to make videos with the little one all the time. Don't never see you.
Not since he pulled that axe on him.
Oh wait, there they are.
Hi. Why are you recording me? Hello.
That's the little one. She getting tall as
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
That's how long ago we seen her when she was
Mm-hmm.
walking around in pull-ups. That's how long ago we seen her.
He's trying to get the birthday girl on the camera. Duh. If you try to get me in the camera, then have him on above me, right? In front of me.
They all look like him. Oh my God.
No,
But you dudes are supposed to be men, and you want me to spend less time with
I
my
get them
wife,
dogs. Bingo.
less time with my children, and more time in the streets.
you sure as hell didn't have a problem spending less time with them when you went to go meet up with Derek.
Nope.
You sure as hell did not have a problem when you was going to the hood every day. If you go back a year, before you just look at the videos before the shooting, at least once or twice a week, you were making videos in the.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as you got shot, there has not been one single video in the hood. That's not a coincidence. And then now you were making excuses to be out there. Now you're making excuses to not be out there. Before and after, look at the difference. Before you got shot, you was making excuses to be out there. After you got shot, you got 1,001 excuses for why you're not out there. Just say I got shot, nigga. I ain't going back out there.
Look, he in the backyard again.
Mm-hmm. What's so hard about that? I don't understand it. Nigga, y'all saw it. Them niggas shot me. I ain't going back out there. It can't make you look less of a bitch than what you already look for not doing enough Bambada.
Yeah, because everybody think it was fake when you got shot now. So
Mm-hmm. But you can't look like less of a bitch than you already do for not getting back at Bambada.
right.
Make that make sense.
He ain't
But
get
on the
stabbed
side
but
note,
once.
I don't think y'all understand when y'all throw shade at my yard.
Oh God.
This is being here in my yard.
We don't
It's one
care.
of the best feelings in the world. You
Nature
can't see
boy
that I
remix.
am outside. And it feels good. And this shit right here, nigga.
Yeah, he
I
drunk
wish
in
some of
his
you
feelings.
was here with me right now to enjoy my outside. I worked hard for this.
You worked hard for
And
it,
I'm in love with this. Me
really.
being in my yard.
Sitting on the couch talking shit and crying, drunk. All the shit you did, that was working hard.
It's
Really?
hard to stir up them fake tears.
Yeah, I guess. You know, it's hard to come up with all the shenanigans and all that other shit. I guess.
Art is the best feeling in the world. It really, really feels good. So shaming me for not being on the block, shame on you. All you young dudes that's out there that's watching me, and even some of you older dudes. If you want your dreams to come true, you have to separate yourself from your friends. You have to distance yourself.
Now you trying to encourage everybody to not have friends and stay away from friends because you
It,
don't have friends.
it's just only trying to start an online cult.
I don't know, but anything that he can do, he trying to convince the rest of his followers to not do. He can't go outside. He's trying to convince everybody it's not safe outside. He don't have no friends. He's trying to convince everybody the worst thing to have is friends. That's pretty much the sum of it. He ain't got no friends, so he want everybody else to not have friends. He's the type of person where if he can't have it, you can't have it. You can't shine in front of Hassan. Ain't no sunshine around Hassan.
From the hood in
Never
order to
seen
get
somebody so
out of the
miserable.
hood. If you do not distance yourself from your friends, if you do not distance yourself from the hood, that don't mean you're gonna go to jail. It just means you're gonna find yourself wasting idle time. If
That's what you just described. If you go back to the hood, you gonna go to jail. Now you saying that you're not?
before you know it, you're gonna be like them dudes that's 40 years old. They go to work, come home, might crack open a beer, might sip a little Hennessy. Then they got to go back upstairs in the projects in the tenement building, somewhere they really don't want to be, but you don't waste it most of your life. You don't waste it most of your life, and you done gave up on yourself. Most of the time,
You keep
it's not
project-
always that your friends don't want to.
You need to stop projecting your failures in your personal life on everybody else. I know all we can do is go off our personal experiences, but that doesn't mean you can project them onto everyone.
Right. Everybody ain't just down and out bumming like
Yeah.
you son.
You know there are old folks in the hood that are happy to be there where they at. Been there all their lives and never wanted to leave. There's people who have had that option to leave and they just don't want to be comfortable. Not everybody in the hood is as miserable as you was. I mean, not saying it's not full of misery, but not everybody's as miserable as he was. And you ain't had no problem with being in the hood until you couldn't go back to the hood.
Yeah.
Can't stress that
See
enough.
you be successful. They can't see you being successful because you can't see yourself being successful. You done made yourself into a worker, and you're gonna die a slave to a job, living in the ghetto when nobody's smiling.
How does having a job keep you in the ghetto? I thought a good job would get you out to get the ghetto.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah, just because, yeah, and it seems like again you can't get a job, so you want to make everybody with the job seem like they failed. No, it can't nobody with that job. Can't nobody just come and snatch
Wait a minute.
their
If
step.
you got a good 9 to 5 and you've been working it for years, your paycheck is adequate to live
Exactly,
at least lower middle class.
exactly.
So unless you a crackhead and blow your whole check every Friday with the dope man,
Right,
you should be out of the hood unless you just want to stay there.
right.
I mean, some people stay in the hood and try
Why
to
the
make it
hell would
better.
That too.
I want to live somewhere where nobody smiles? Why would I want to hang out
Oh,
Where
I
it's safe to
forgot.
say it ain't
It's
safe outside in
2025.
LA.
Meth.
Shit.
Not
Every time I
crack.
go
Meth.
back to visit my brothers in the hood, all I see is the police staring at me. And I'm staring back at them like, oh man, are they gonna pull me
I
over,
remember Peter True, peace and
harass
welcome.
me, ask me for my ID, give me a hard time, tell me that I got a suspended license or
Yeah, what do you mean? If you ain't supposed to be driving, that's what they supposed to do.
So now
You ain't got
you
no
bitching
license.
about the police doing their job? I'm confused.
Yeah, it's okay for the line lock them up when it comes to everybody else, but when it comes to you, oh no, you the exception.
something
Them
stupid to
special.
harass. Like, come on, my nigga, I'm too old for that. I don't go through that in the suburbs.
Why
I
don't
Suburbs.
didn't graduate in life just to become a failure all over again just for you.
Where did you graduate, my nigga? You
He
said you
did.
graduated in life. You did not graduate in life just because Lily lives in the suburbs and she let you come stay. You are still stuck mentally in Bronx River. You did not
Living in the
graduate. You moved.
sheep.
Yes, you moved out of the hood, but your mental is still in Bronx River. You just butt that. Your mental is still stuck in Bronx River in the 90s. You have not gotten past the 90s. You did not graduate. How you talking about you graduating in life and you having a mental breakdown at least once or twice a year in the middle of the fucking hood? What are you
Once or
talking
twice a year. Well, yeah, you add in the middle of the hood. Okay, I'm gonna let that stay. Let that
Well,
stay.
if we do the mental breakdowns on the couch at least 5 to 10 times,
Mm.
how you graduating in life and you still having mental breakdowns about the same shit? You didn't graduate from nothing, bro. You still ain't get past your so-called trauma.
He's still going through the school of hard knocks right now. What is he talking about?
Right.
Who would ever think that a nigga from Bronx River Projects, from the hood, from the ghetto, with nobody smiling, can decorate a yard like this?
What? Yo, this nigga really think yo, this is how you know this
He
nigga has
really
never.
think he an interior designer.
Yeah, but this is how you know he's never had shit and he's never seen shit.
I still
'Cause you
living in the she shit.
Yeah, like you 40 years old bragging about your backyard that you just now got. That's not an
50.
accomplishment, bro. That's not an accomplishment, bro. This is shit people do on a regular in the suburbs. And you bragging about it like it's not something that they everybody normally does in the suburbs. Oh wow, you put lights in
The
the back.
majority of the people that watch you, Hassan, live better than you.
Right. You bragging. That's why you never really get no comp. That's why nobody really watch these videos because you're not showing nobody shit that they ain't already or
Right.
don't already
Nobody's like,
do.
ooh, that's nice. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, motherfucker. You bragging about some regular old shit in the suburbs.
And you got the tiki lamp and some Christmas lights strung up.
Nigga, you can get that at Home Depot.
Look
Everything that
like
you
some
got in that
tacky white.
backyard. Everything
Mm,
you
yeah.
got in that backyard, I can go to Home Depot right now and do the same shit.
Look
Just-
like some tacky mess off of
I just don't want to do
the
that
National
zesty shit.
Lampoon.
Right. Just don't want to do that zesty shit.
He said, I'm proud.
He said, whoever
How
think that
well I decorated this.
from the ghetto, from nothing. You keep saying from nothing, but your mother says
The
you
life streets
you had a great
hard.
childhood. Your mother says you had a great childhood and there was always food on the table and clothes on your back. So I don't know where you keep coming up with this, oh, I come from nothing shit from. Because according to your mother, you had a great childhood. I thought it
Look,
was a fifth grade dropout.
looking just as ashy as ever.
Uh-uh.
Face peeling.
And you can still see that bum bump on the side of his mustache. You can still see that bump right there.
He never went and got that shit removed. Probably that thing is gonna be there forever.
Look, you can still see it on the corners of his mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about tea tree oil, my ass.
I don't have any problem myself. I have to run a line. I got stabbed with a machete in my leg.
So
Wait a minute.
let me back that up. We missed a little bit. Let me back
This
that up.
nigga said he got stabbed with a machete. Oh, sorry.
Right now I'm here with Nick.
Bro,
Ain't
if you
nobody
get stabbed
stabbing-
with a machete, your leg is gone.
Ain't nobody stabbing you with a machete. They
Yeah,
cut you with that motherfucker.
yeah, that's what they say. You get stabbed with a machete, it's that's going straight through the bone, my guy.
It's your boy.
Trey Slayers
Man,
on a
I'm
rough
calling
day.
from Macon State Prison, man. Hey, listen,
Oh,
I'm figuring out everything that's going on. They told everybody it was non-life threatening, you know, what happened to me, but I got stabbed 9 times, bro. By G, they stabbed me, they beat me down. I got stabbed with a machete in my leg.
Them gang
We
members.
did say that. Pause.
He said the GDDs or whatever they call. Like I think it's the gangster disciples or whatever.
Yeah, that's the gangster disciples, GD.
Yeah, he said they stabbed him.
Well, he also said they mistook him for somebody else. But I'm still stuck on the part where he said they stabbed him with a machete.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are in long-term prison. The most you gonna get is a shank.
Yeah, where they get machetes at in
They
jail?
done caught the female nature nuts every time they done tried to smuggle something into their jail. So what makes you think somebody got a machete in?
I don't know. I don't know who boofing machetes.
She said he was stabbed, but that's what he said.
You feel me? Like, they really didn't, bro. And then they threw me in a cell after that, bro. Like, for real. Like, the first time they threw me in the cell, I had a punctured lung. And it took the nurse to take me out to be like, yo, his lung.
They sent him home with a punctured lung.
I would have died in here had the nurse not told him, like, yo, one of his lungs are not working. Like, people do not know this, right? Because they've been having me in this.
So they sent you back the next day with a punctured lung.
No, they didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, the only thing that the newspaper said was that he got stabbed and sent back. There was no follow-up. If he would have got sent back to the hospital, there would have been a follow-up article.
That's what I'm saying. They sent you home with a punctured lung. I strongly doubt that.
It was a flesh
I've
wound.
been in the cell for the last 8 months, 24 hours, bro. Trapped in the dark without no power in it. I don't have any power myself. I have to run a line from somebody else's cell to my cell. These people have been trying because of the corrupt case that's going on.
They done had him in solitary. I told you. They done had him in solitary this whole time. He got out and then got some money from real life to do this interview.
You know, I would
but he
never
lying.
ever. I don't need to.
Hold on, wait. Pause. It ain't a lot of GDs in Georgia.
That's what I was gonna ask. Where's he at?
He in Macon State Prison right now, he said, but ain't a lot of GDs in Georgia.
I would think not. I thought it was all Chicago.
Well, you know, everything is everywhere, but there's not a big enclave of GDs in Georgia. Never has been. It is Carolina, kid. Yeah, stranger things have happened.
But this is real, and I know people don't even care about me. They don't like me. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is happening to us as black men. This is happening to us in here. Like, they kill us and then get away with cases. You feel me? So I gotta make this public. I gotta let people know what's going on here. It's illegal, bro. This is corrupt. And people like they trying to poison my food for real. You hear stuff, Jeffrey O'Donnell and all this stuff, like, oh, these hunger themselves. These people will try to make you go crazy and try to make you yourself. I'm way too strong, right?
Mhm.
That just sound like you finna cry.
Right. You feel me? These motherfuckers in here want me to kill myself, but
Hell, getting to
I'm
him.
still strong. I'm still standing. You remember that Dave Chappelle? I'm strong. I'm still standing. I beat everybody that I was supposed to
I
beat.
know they down here, Carolina kid, but what I'm saying is it's not one of the more prominent gangs in Georgia. It's a little enclave here and there, but not enough for them to be just calling themselves GDs in the jailhouse. That nigga sound like he boo-hoo crying. Yeah, you're lying on me, man.
And I get it, but my story needs to be heard. The judge is corrupt. Right now, she's in the news again because she's in the news for being racist. The judge, right? But check this out. This is why I really need to tell you. The transcripts from my case, right? I can't even start my appeal. First of all, I can't put no mail out. They won't let me get no mail out. They keep talking to my cell because I keep getting cell. I mean, nigga, last time they was letting you get mail out, you was trying to fly drones over the goddamn gate.
But wait, he been in solitary confinement for the last 8 months. He can't get mail.
Yeah, true. But when they did let him get mail, you had motherfuckers boofing shit and flying drones over the goddamn gate.
Brian just flying drones to the rec yard trying to drop off packages.
Right.
Dumbass.
Of course they're not letting you get goofy ass mail or get any mail.
Why his eyes look cocked in that picture?
Cocked like a pistol. You got them blue eyes. I haven't really been live because that's the nigga I've been waiting for my transcripts.
He hasn't been live because he's waiting for.
You know, I had my trial during Young Thug's trial. Young Thug's transcripts out. My transcripts still ain't out. And guess what? The day they sentenced me, my lawyer put in the, and you can look this up online. It's still sitting there. Anybody can go look at it on the Cal County whatever website. My lawyer put in a motion for retrial. Now, guess what? And look this up. My wife can give you all of the details on this. They have 120 days by the statute of the constitutional law for them to put out some transcripts, right? Or it's unconstitutional, right? It's in a year. You know why they don't put them transcripts out? Because during the case, the lady had COVID. First of all, I was supposed to get a retrial because of that, the COVID thing. You're not supposed to go forward with COVID. That's
a mistrial because of COVID.
Yeah.
But remember, he doesn't believe in disease.
Right. I was going to say, didn't he say he don't believe in that stuff?
That's what he said.
The other thing is they kept telling the judge, they kept telling the jury, closing the case, telling the jury, get out, come back in, and it was like finding law to make things go their way. When they was doing a lot of corrupt, but the lady had to put it on record. I was like, yo, like they was cheating during the whole trial. You know what I mean? First of all, they were cheating during the trial.
Oh, he's stupid.
They said they was cheating, y'all.
As soon as they touched down in Georgia, I told y'all, you don't want to play with Georgia law enforcement.
I don't know how you can cheat in court, but I guess that's what we're going with.
But didn't he get sentenced with prejudice or something? He can't appeal.
Yeah, I think he got with something. I did hear with prejudice at the end of his sentence.
Yeah.
He did a malicious prosecution video showing how the detectives, like how they set me up. Everything was a setup, right? So he set me up. All right, like you use the.
I didn't do it.
But that had nothing to do with that night. It had nothing to do with the case. We brought in witnesses that had nothing to do with that night from my past that switched up on me. We could see they switched up on me because we got the videos, right? They paid them, whatever they did, they had to pay them to do whatever they did. It was so corrupt. And everything on camera. That's the only thing that's saving me a little bit, is the fact that I did that malicious prosecution video. They was not expecting that. See, if it wasn't for that malicious prosecution video, go check. That's why I told you to post it on your page, Ken. Because if you don't post that, people won't even know the truth. The malicious prosecution shows everything that the girls grew up. But then when she did her interview, I see it on your page. Everybody can pretty much see she's a fucking liar. I mean, you don't like me, but she's a liar. I didn't rape nobody, so I'm not supposed to be in here. It's illegal. You can't just put somebody in jail if you don't like them, bro. It's not fair, right? So the motion for retrial hasn't been answered in a year. They obviously had some type of proof that you did do it, or you wouldn't have got convicted, my guy. You know why? Because if she puts the motion for retrial in, that starts my ability to get an appeal. I don't even have the ability to get an appeal right now. I'm just stuck here. I'm just stuck.
The appeal is what you filed to get the retrial.
That motion needs to get answered. It's been a year. Still, she hasn't clicked yes or no for the retrial. If she clicks no, then we can appeal that. We can appeal that. She said, "Oh, no to the retrial." Why wouldn't you give me a retrial? We got all of the evidence that shows that this is all messed up. And we can get it. We can go to another judge. You see what I'm saying? And have the other judge look at all the evidence. She probably don't want to go to retrial because she don't want to risk you getting out.
Silly behind.
Yeah, that too. And
remember, he made a mockery of the court.
Yeah, nobody feel like going back to court.
It ain't even that. They know if they take him back to court, he gonna act a donkey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me drop down because I'm gonna go find something to eat. Y'all don't love me no more. Yeah, I'm playing. But I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, sis. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem, bro. And take my phone number off your Uber Eats.
I don't know how to do it.
They keep calling me at 7:00 in the morning.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how the hell that happened.
I don't know neither, but I don't like it. Find out.
All right. I'm gonna look through my settings.
Oh yeah, he turned down the deal. He turned down the DA deal, so he can't go back to trial.
Oh, so if you turn down the deal,
he stacked the deck against himself. I believe so.
Oh wow, that's wild.
I'll let y'all later.
All right, sis. Appreciate you. Why we deserve a retrial. So she's not going to hit the button for retrial. So what she wants to do is keep me silent. Right? So they took my page down, if you ain't noticed, on Nature Boy TV gone. They took it all down. All the stuff that I was putting out about myself, they made sure they got that taken down. All my videos gone. All you see about me is negativity. You don't see none of my teachings, nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's very important to understand about R. Kelly, me, and Diddy. You know R. Kelly's light, right? You know he's a singer, right? You know he's a singer, right? You know he's a beautiful genius. He's a writer. He's a singer, both for everybody. So you see his shadow. Okay, he got a dark side, right?
Right.
Diddy got a dark side, right? But you know what he's known for, right? He's known for doing da-da-da-da. You know his life. He's immobile, right?
Right.
Yo, you there? Y'all there?
Yeah, we here.
Okay. Yo. Do you know what my light is? Or do you only know me for my shadow? You don't even know what my light is. You don't even know why these people are attacking. You just know that I'm a bad person. That's like you just seeing R. Kelly for, oh, he's a rapist. He's a pedophile, whatever. Right? But you never knew why they're attacking this thing. You never knew my light. You only knew my shadow. You only met me. Oh, everybody knows me through a shadow. Bro, that was a bad example to use. R. Kelly was a bad example to use right now, especially with the shit you got going on. That was a terrible example to use. That's how I got famous, through a shadow. But no one knows why they want me locked up. Why they blew me up like that. Why they made an example out of me. Life plus 10 for a rape charge. Bro, did you know that Suge Knight ran a nigga over on camera and only got 28 years? Why did they give me life plus 10? That's what niggas need to ask. They need to be asking, like, wait a minute.
nigga, why did they want this nigga gone so bad? Ask that. Why they take this nigga page down? What was he teaching? What was he saying that these people had to target him and make an example out of him? Because they only crucify us when we are a threat. So niggas need to understand why I was a threat. Do your research on why did they hate Nature Boy? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why they blow him up like that? Why they make an example of him like that? Because if you only know him for a shadow and all the bad stuff you did, right? But y'all don't know my life. You don't know why.
We don't know your life, nigga. You recorded your life. What are you talking about, my nigga? You recorded your everyday life. You abusing the shit out of those people. Now you want to act like, oh, we don't know your life, and like you didn't just sit there and record it and record yourself abusing those people. You got cocky, thought that nothing was going to happen, and you're at where you deserve to be, my nigga. You slapping the motherfuckers around.
You know what's special about me for them to blow it up, right? All you know is this nigga's negative and he was a cult leader.
You were. There was a cult.
Right. Oh,
That's important.
well, I do have.
But check this out. I'm gonna give it to you. Watch this.
Right.
So she wants me silenced. They stuck me in a cell after I got stabbed up. They stabbed me up, and they left like when they stabbed me up, they left shit for me to die on my own. Like, okay, so my lung was punctured. It took the nurse, right? Because I would have got pneumonia, what they call pneumonia, because my right lung was collapsed. So the nurse was like, I had trouble breathing in the cell because they put me, the way they did me at the hospital the first time, they just put me in a machine and like, yeah, he got minor scratches and wounds. I'm like, what? They flew me on a helicopter, homie. I had none of that. I took a machete to the back of my leg. Bro, life-threatening death. So they had to take me back to the hospital, stick a tube into my lung, suck out the blood, and literally patch it up. You see what I'm saying? And then stick me back in the cell. And I've been in the cell.
So let me get this straight. They knew you had a collapsed lung. They patched you up and then put you back in the cell with a punctured or collapsed lung. Nigga, you'd be dead right now. You be dead right now.
On a 24-hour lockdown, homie, in a cell with no power in it. And I'm not playing. I'm about to release a video to show you how I'm running a wire to someone else's cell just to get power in my cell, bro. Just to get a light. I have a light bulb. You understand what I'm saying? A light bulb. I had to rig this shit. You feel me? And then once they put me in, they have the water on. I have to buy bottled water. And all my food, I can't trust other food. I gotta buy from the guys, their store. I have to buy their store. And luckily, I'm getting donations enough to keep me alive in here. I'm 2 pounds. You feel me? And I know nobody cares about me. That's cool. But it's bigger than me. You feel me? I say it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. They should be doing a black man. If they can do it to me publicly, then they can do it to somebody privately. And this is what's happening around me. It's not just me. It's happening around me. I'm around other dudes that are getting, you know, the dudes are dying. They're dying around me. Like, in the cell, like, if you look it up, make a state how many guys just dying, like just dying in these cells right around me. Like, every now and then, they'll shut out flaps. And we'll hear police coming up. Somebody died. Somebody died in the cell right next to me. Somebody died over here. Because they're just leave you in here and you're on your own to survive, bro. And
no, that's Nature Boy.
They knock on the door. You good? You good? That's all they do. You good? Every day. I wish I could record it to show you what's really going on with me. Now the judge, she just got in the news for being racist or whatever.
Rock solid piece of work. Welcome.
She had to drop from the JQC. She gonna show you why. Go look this all this up. She had to drop down from the JQC. Now what is the JQC? When you have a problem with a judge, you put a complaint in. Guess who goes to? They go to her ass. she was the head of the JQC. That's the place that you complain about the judges. So if you complain about the judge, she was taking your shit and being like, oh, nobody hear about that. You see what I'm saying? So now that she's one of the reasons she snuck down off the JQC. But everybody needs to know.
Wait a minute. Hold the boat. So we're supposed to feel sorry for them allegedly mistreating you after you abused and mistreated your followers publicly, slapping them around, calling them names, taking all their money, blackmailing them. The list goes on. We watched you treat your followers like shit. And we're supposed to feel sorry for you being mistreated in jail. Mind you, you're in jail for what you did to your followers. We're supposed to feel sorry. Nigga, everything that happens to you, you deserve it. We create our own karma. We create our own punishments.
Why? This lady is corrupt.
30 people in the chat. He said you feel sorry for his children. Yeah, I feel sorry for his children, but not him. 30 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in and support the channel. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Put something on that loud pack.
She worked with the DeKalb County to put me away, right? Because of what I was teaching. You know, they don't care about anything. What I was doing and what I was teaching is black liberation, black independence. Now, I'm not perfect because I ain't perfect. You feel what I'm saying?
How you was teaching black independence, but you was taking all of your followers' money in their credentials or IDs and stuff, so they solely had to depend on you. How is that teaching black independence? Everything you did to them forced them to depend on you.
But I am the continuous spirit of our ancestors because what black leaders do we have today? And of course, we got crazier. Of course, I was a little nutty because I had to get attention from people. Nobody was listening to me when I was oh my God. When I was online teaching and just peacefully teaching, was out there like, hey guys, I got attacked. They sent agents like young Pharaoh to me. If you go watch my story, you will see I was getting attacked the whole time, bro. And I'm a nigga, so I'm trying to do the best I can by myself.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
so look, Nature Boy, I gotta ask you a couple of questions because I'm sure our fans are gonna want to hear a couple of questions, right? And I'll let you continue go, and we can have some, talking. First question: Why do you feel you were stabbed? The GDs. Why did the GDs stab you? And when you say that,
So the GDs put a hit out on him?
they, who you?
That's what he's saying. He's saying that the GDs put a hit out on him, or the government put a hit out on him.
Why do you feel you were stabbed? The GDs. Why did the GDs stab you?
Who
And when you say they, look, when you say they, who are you talking about?
I remember when I was in court, the detectives, they had brought some dudes in. I never forgot this, right? When I was in the middle of my trial. It was just some dudes that were like street dudes that was there. It was all because like what these dudes doing, they came in with detectives. So I never forgot that feeling like, what are these guys doing? They were like street, they came in. Like the detectives had deals with these guys. You know what I'm saying? This shit corrupt, bro. And I never forget that vibe I got from the dude sitting there like, what are you doing here? He came in with the detective. I remember that. So it hit my mind because I was doing a lot of.
So is he saying that the Niqua, what's up, sis? So is he saying that the GDs put a hit out on him, or is he saying that the government put a hit out on him? I'm trying to like focus and listen, but I'm not getting what he's saying. He's talking in circles.
That's why these niggas got me stabbed. They put me in a prison. They want me to put. They put me because listen. Before I went
So
in, I told them
GDs.
I'm Nature Boy. I got a following online. They're like, we don't care. You go on it. So they put me in the worst part of the prison, bro. If you know about Maker State, they put me in. I'm in E building, nigga. Anybody that know about Maker State, you know E building is the hood, nigga. Like I'm in there with the gamers, but it wasn't really.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't scary for me because these niggas. I'm not a scary nigga. Like I'm a real nigga, bro. Like I'm a real man. You feel me? I'm a man dingo. You feel me? So I walk in there fearless. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it, like this nigga. Hey, this nigga here. You walked in there fearless, my nigga. I can't, yo. I can't with these niggas sometimes because they be fucking lying. He's a man dingo. You was calling yourself a big pussy. You said you a cat. You was a big pussy cat. That's what you was calling yourself when you had that trans woman right before you got locked up. You was calling yourself a big pussy. You was like, I'm a big pussy. Now you a man dingo. And you walked into jail fearless. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You walked in there with your tail tucked, ready to toot that ass up.
And I'm from New York, from Harlem. I'm not from out here. You know what I'm saying? So they picked up my Bible 2-3 days later. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, it's GD business. There's like 6-7 dudes pulling up to me, right? With bats, sticks and knives. I'm talking about big knives. Like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to die. So I started, I ain't got no problem with y'all niggas. They like, yo.
That's what you say when you get scared and you about to die. Oh shit, I'm about to die. I don't think that's the right terms. Ain't nobody gonna be. Come on, bro. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Really, nigga. Really, nigga. He says sustainable civilization. I need you, black man. Yeah, that's when they locked his ass up. When he starts saying that stupid shit. What does that say? Bust down, peace and welcome. When he starts saying that stupid shit, that's when they came and took his ass.
This GD this thing. They start busting me like
They start busting.
This is my moment to die. Like I'm about to die. They kept stabbing. I'm like,
they kept stabbing me. Hold on.
They woke me back up. I'm bloody.
Hold on. This don't sound like the stabbing people think they think it is. This sounds like a different type of stabbing. I don't know about y'all, but this don't sound like the regular stabbing. This sounds like he's being stabbed with something else. It ain't a knife. It's long and hard, but it ain't a knife.
Shit, I'm about to die. So I started.
Oh shit, I'm about to die.
They like, yo, this GD this thing. They start busting me like. All I remember is this is.
You hear what he said? Ba 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 ba. They started busting him, y'all. They started busting him, and you busted wide open, didn't you?
My moment to die. Like I'm about to die. They kept stabbing.
They kept stabbing him. It don't sound like the regular type of stabbing to me. It sounds like you enjoyed that stabbing. I don't know about y'all, but it sounded like he was enjoying it. I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. It sounded like he was enjoying it, bro.
Nigga, you gay.
He said they was busting me. That's what I'm saying. Wait, what? He said he got stabbed harsonically.
I'm like, damn, I'm about to die. They knocked me out. They woke me back up. Bang! I'm bloody. I'm in a pool of
They
blood.
knocked him out. They woke him
I
back
still
up.
got up after. They was telling me, I don't even know why they didn't kill me. I honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. They stabbed me up. They beat me for like a good 10 minutes. It's on a tape. They taped it, so it's gonna eventually surface in a minute. You're gonna see the beating that I got from these people. You feel me? Like it was like brutal. And so they stabbed me up, and all of a sudden, somebody stopped them and said, "You got the wrong dude." They was like, "That nigga's name is Lewis, right?" I'm like, "No, my name ain't Lewis. My name is Bishop, bro. What y'all doing? Like, y'all got the wrong dude." He's like, "Man, sit down, man. We killed you." I'm like, "Man, y'all got the wrong guy." I'm thinking I'm about to die anyway because I'm
They tell him to sit the fuck down and shut up. You still talking.
Before I go to the hospital, I'll die. So all I could think of was like, "Yo, tell my wives I love them, bro." That's it. That's all I kept saying. So niggas got this shit on camera. They taping it. So the video will surface eventually. You'll see the brutal beating I got. So you know it wasn't no, non-life threatening. You're gonna see how they put in the media, just like they put in the media that someone had COVID and it was her ass. I had to expose it myself. The media try to say that someone had COVID. No, it was the judge that had COVID. Nigga, that's who had COVID. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for me.
Now back to what Trip C said. You said you don't believe in COVID. You don't believe in none of that stuff. I could have sworn that was his stance.
Exposing that on my own Instagram, y'all would never know it was the judge. It's covering that up.
Right.
Just like right now, like I'm getting another opportunity to show y'all the truth.
Right. All right. Well, look. Let me get some more questions while we got you. All right.
Yeah, the interviewer trying to ask some goddamn questions. He want to keep yapping. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. We trying to ask you some goddamn questions. Shut the hell up. How you supposed to be an interview and they can't ask you no goddamn questions because you keep yakking. He keep yip yakking. Fuck, they supposed to ask you any type of question. You keep flapping your jaws.
What do you say when you see Solar and Velvet on the couch together? What's your words to Solar? Do you have any words to any of them?
Yo, like I'm gonna be real with you. Like, only thing I can say is that I feel bad for those people, bro, because like they look so terrible. You know what I mean? Like anybody that's watching them, because see the thing is, I was always live. I never was not live. You feel me? If you see myself was always live. People trying to set me up.
You just told us that we don't know your life, right? But then you turn around and told us that you were always live. So do we not know your life, or were you always live? You did the flip flop on me, flip flopping and shit.
That's why I didn't let people with children around me. I just always was live because I felt like I was being set up. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. So for them to get online like that, of course my feelings was hurt because he got my daughter on there. He licked her face. Like, come on, I'm cheap.
Right.
You know it's hurt, of course. But at the same time, I feel sorry for them, man. I feel sorry for them because they gotta live with that, you know. Because you gotta understand, we have a creator, bro. We gotta I faced death. They did. I found God. I seen God. Like they gotta face what they did eventually. They can hide from y'all. You can tell the world a lot. But at the end of the day, you have to face your creator. And when you face your creator, the creator will be like, you lied, and they're gonna have to pay for that. You can hide from everybody, but you can't hide from God. You see what I'm saying? So at this point, I went through many stages. You know what I'm saying? But now at this point, I feel sorry for them. I really pray for their souls, and I really hope that they find redemption and ask forgiveness before it's too late. You can play with the world.
Do you?
Right. For what?
You said that. I like that you said that.
Ask for forgiveness for what? What do they need to? What are they asking for forgiveness for? What are they asking forgiveness for? Being around you? Yeah, I can understand that, but anything else? What are they asking for forgiveness for? Velvet ain't your chick. She wasn't your chick before you went to jail. So what does it matter? You was taking everybody else chicks in a group. Now somebody got your chick. They need to repent. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Do you still believe that you're the Messiah?
Listen.
Absolutely. Even more now. I mean, it's obvious.
Um.
Both of us gotta die.
Right. Do you still believe that you're the Messiah?
Absolutely. Even more now. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious. Absolutely. Even more now. I mean,
Um.
both of us gotta die.
Right. Do you still believe that you're the Messiah?
Absolutely. Even more now. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious I am. You feel what I'm saying? Because I just got crucified, but I'm about to resurrect now. This is my year. This is when I resurrect. This is when I.
Jesus in jail, y'all. Jesus rose in 3 days and got the fuck up out of his tomb, out of his jail cell. When they put Jesus in that little tomb, the solitary confinement tomb, he rose in 3 days, moved the tomb, walked right the fuck out, walked right down the street. You been in there a year and some change, my nigga, and you ain't been doing nothing but getting poked up. I ain't never see Jesus get that ass up to a white man either. I ain't know Jesus was giving that ass up to old white men dressed as doctors. I don't know about that. I ain't never read nothing in the Bible where Jesus was giving that ass up to anybody, especially not no old white dude in a doctor's schmuck, the doctor's in some scrubs and the doctor's lab coat and the stethoscope, giving you a checkup. I ain't never see that happen to Jesus in the Bible. I don't know. Maybe it's a chapter that I missed. You know they take books in and out the Bible. Maybe it's something that I missed. But I don't remember Jesus giving that ass up. And then Jesus walked right out of his tomb in 3 days. You've been in that motherfucker for a year and some change. And you ain't left the yard. You don't even leave your cell. He said he about to resurrect though, y'all.
Right. Do you still believe that you're the Messiah?
Absolutely. Even more now. I mean, it's obvious.
So
it's obvious I am. You feel what I'm saying? Because
38 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and support the channel. I'm giving y'all an exclusive. I ain't see nobody else report on this but the person that did this video. So hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Support your boy. Support the channel. Put something on that loud pack for bringing this exclusive. I just did 12-hour shift too. I did this for y'all, family. He the Messiah, y'all. Jesus can't get out of jail.
Do you? Right. You said that. I like that you said that. Right. Do you still believe that you're the Messiah?
This is staged. How the fuck is it staged? This is Nature Boy on the phone. What's staged about it? And come on, man, with these fake ass Hassan Campbell things. Hold on. Come on with these fake ass Hassan Campbell pages, yo. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Can you take my clouds away? I think that's the. Oh shit! I forgot about Soulja Boy. And first Diddy, now Soulja Boy. Is Math Hoffa next? Ooh, I do kind of want to watch that. I ain't gonna lie. I said I ain't want to watch Hassan Campbell, but I do want to hear what he said about that. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Hold on, let me see this channel. Channel activity. He's not really in jail. This is staged. He's not really in jail. This is staged. Huh? Hold on. Let me see. Go to channel. No, that's so genius. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Oh, 28 subscribers. This is a fake Hassan Campbell page. Block that doofus magoofus. Moderators, get him out of here, man. I hate when y'all niggas come over here doing this fake shit, man. I knew it wasn't Hassan. That's why I ain't even say nothing.
Absolutely. Even more now. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious I am. You feel what I'm saying? Because I just got crucified, but I'm about to resurrect now.
We're gonna feel this too.
Yep. This is when I'm coming back.
Yeah, that's fucked up what he did, Double O. He stole what's the name shit, knee slap shit. And then when knee slap confronted him, he tried to make knee slap seem like he was lying. No, nigga, I've never seen two content creators screenshot the same time mark and use the same exact thumbnail. I've never seen that happen before. And he was trying to tell him, you took if you let's say you did take the screenshot, you took it from his video. He was the only one with the visual. No one else recorded the video. You said King World recorded it. So why didn't King World drop the video? The world is staged and these new events happening. Just get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. So I didn't even get the notification. You ain't missed nothing. We about to jump back to Hassan Campbell in a second and then jump back to this Nature Boy John. Nature Boy just said he was the Messiah. I'll rewind it a couple seconds.
Right. Do you still believe that you're the Messiah?
Absolutely. Even more now. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious I am. You feel what I'm saying? Because I just got crucified, but I'm about to resurrect now. This is my year. This is when I resurrect. This is when I'm coming back now. This is the time. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand.
Well, we still see you sitting behind them bars. Jesus rose and got up out of his prison, his tomb, in 3 days. And Jesus never gave that ass up to an old white dude in a doctor's outfit with a stethoscope. That's all I'm saying. But hold on, I want to see this Hassan Campbell video. It's only a couple minutes, then we're going to jump back to this Nature Boy John. We're going to jump back and forth. This Nature Boy John long as shit, and it is getting a little boring. Ooh, Guy or two? Oh yeah, put that on the playlist. Hold on, let me put this on the playlist real quick. I need that. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Would you chase my clouds away? Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Why is that song stuck in my head? I haven't heard that song in years. I think I saw a commercial or something. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Or would you chase my clouds away? I forgot Soulja Boy just got sued and lost.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Let me find out Soulja Boy and Diddy too.
When you come in my house,
that's another story I wanted to cover.
It's super violate that like button. Math.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Or should I say Ike Hoffa? Or should I say Math Diddy?
What?
First,
nigga. Are you serious? See, this is what the hypocritical shit I was talking about. There was a victim that said that you abused him. You went to jail for beating the shit out of your baby mom. Math ain't never. He had accusers. He was accused of both things, but he was never convicted. So what are we talking about here? You were convicted and did a year and some change for beating up your baby mom. There was a young man, young white dude who OD'd because nobody believed him. But there was an accuser, and you said it yourself that you was touching kids. So what is we talking about here? How dare you call him Ike Diddy and Ike Math Hoffa when there's plenty of evidence out there saying that you do both of those things that you're calling him names for. That came out of mostly came out of your own mouth.
It was Diddy. Cassie did him dirty.
Cassie did it.
And she's not even done yet. Second, there's Soulja Boy.
Is that a request clause?
Ex-employee / ex-girlfriend. Because when a woman's fed up,
bro,
just got Soulja Boy for $4 million in a lawsuit.
My nigga, when you ever heard him sing that song? Y'all hear me singing that shit all the time. She was raised in Illinois, right outside of Chicago. Y'all hear me singing that shit all bro. You need to stop watching me, bro, because you stealing my shit. I'm gonna need you to stop stealing my shit. You try to take Diabolical. You try to take where they do that at. Now you trying to take the songs that I sing. That's wild, bro.
Slandered his name, finished him for putting his hands on a female and taking it whenever he wanted it.
What?
We'll get into Soulja Boy. But right now, Math Hoffa, right now, I want to play with you. Math, my last video, I kept it positive.
Wait, so you're using Soulja Boy as an excuse to try to draw the feds and try to put attention on Math? You said you don't like the fact that you didn't like him losing his channel, but yet you turn around and start doing more shit to try to get him lose his channel and try to get him canceled. Trying to eliminate the competition.
I told the world that it wasn't over for you. You still got a big platform. You want to be disrespectful, huh?
What did he do?
Shall we begin? See,
what did Math do that was so disrespectful? Math has not responded to you since that last podcast months ago. What did he do that was disrespectful? You be making shit up. You like Michael Jordan, bro. You make up beefs. He like Michael Jordan in the playoffs. Oh, that nigga didn't smile at me. I'm going to make up a whole story so I got a reason to be mad. During game time. Oh, this nigga stepped on my shoe. He slapped my mama. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. He disrespected me and slapped my mama. Then, yeah, we're going to go with that. Now I got motivation for the game. He like Michael Jordan. He make up beefs.
Always ask the people, do you want the ugly truth or do you want a beautiful lie? Math, that's what you need to ask your girl. You talking about I crossed the line of no return when you show.
Nigga, he said that 6-7 months ago. He said that shit. So you took what he said 6-7 months ago and try to make it seem like he said it. Yeah, he said I crossed the line of no return 6-7 fucking months ago. Bro, you are desperate for somebody to go back and forth with you. You really are. You desperate for somebody to go back and forth with you because your numbers aren't doing. You're not doing the numbers that. Let's look at these numbers. You're not doing the numbers that you was doing. Now we can go to the 50 Cent joint. That was the last time you cracked 100,000, and then your numbers drop again significantly. $1,000, $25K, $50K, $50K, $16K, 82K. That was when he went at Jadakiss. 31K, 70K. When he went at 50 Cent, 70K. When he went at Math. So you looking at the videos that's doing the most, and you backtracking on them and trying to rehash old beefs because none of that shit is working. You didn't crack 100,000 on none of these videos. You can't crack 100,000. When the last time you cracked 100,000? His last time he cracked 100,000. 100,000. Crip Gangster, Big U, Big Baby, Loose Cannon, and others wanted by what's the name? Big U, Whack 100. All your videos where you getting close to 100K is when you're going at Whack 100, Mano, Big U, and Math Hoffa, and 50 Cent. Those are the only videos where you cracking 100K. All your videos where you talking about people outside and you trying to preach, you not even cracking 10K on them Jones. Yeah, you desperate for somebody to go back and forth with you. You really need somebody to go back and forth with you.
Me disloyalty.
I'll grab my beef patty.
And I gave you a negative response. You decided to go to war on the internet, and I scraped you all over the place. Now you on your platform talking about my apologies, the apologies in the edited videos. When I apologized to Bully and Mano 3 years ago, and he brought it forth like it's just happened right now, scratch that, my nigga. Your girl. Let's get back. Bring it back. Come rewind. Let's get back to the title or the topic. What I said. First Diddy, right? Cassie did him dirty. Cassie's revenge is what we gonna call it. Next, Soulja Boy. He just got hit. His pocket's $4 million. He's crying over the internet.
You're welcome.
And now you.
Let's go back
3 years ago, and he brought it forth like it's just happened right now. Scratch that, my nigga. Your girl. Let's get back. Bring it back. Come rewind. Let's get back to the title or the topic. What I said. First Diddy, right? Cassie did him dirty. Cassie's revenge is what we gonna call it.
Cassie did him dirty.
Next, Soulja Boy. He just got hit. His pocket's $4 million.
Now, did he not just say last week, not even 2 videos ago, that he will never be on the side of a predator? Right? But here you are trying to say that Cassie did P. Diddy dirty for suing him for all the shit that he did to her, that we watched.
$1 million. He's crying all over the internet. And now you, Hoffa. You next.
Wow.
Math. When Jen started recording you, when she started recording you and your abuse.
How he next? When you're the only one that keeps trying to bring it back up. Explain to me how Math Hoffa is next when you're the only one that keep trying to bring it back up. Even the people who have accused him don't even bring it up or talk about it no more. His girlfriend don't talk about it. The girl that claimed that he did do something to him, something to her, don't talk about it. You're the only one that keep trying to bring it back up.
In your abusive relationship allegedly where you like to throw your hands, and there's images all over the internet that you keep knocking down, beating on her, her screaming, slaps being heard.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said you had the video. You said you had the video. Speaking of that, what happened to that? You said you had the video of it. I ain't never seen no video of him slapping his wife or his girlfriend. And you claim that you had it. What happened?
In the background, Math, I'm not the one you gotta worry about crossing the line.
Happy birthday,
no
Quad.
return. When you allegedly beat on that girl and you beat a baby out of her stomach, you made her have a miscarriage. Allegedly. Word on the street.
When did this happen?
She lost a baby from them beatdowns that you gave her, my nigga.
Bro, this is slander. Now you're taking it too far. Now you're taking it too far. Because now you're putting something on him that you have absolutely no proof of. You said word on the streets. You didn't say you had proof. You said word on the street. So saying allegedly is not going to get you out of it.
And you're talking about crossing the line of no return. But let's get to the part where the images.
And what do any of that got to do with you crossing the line with him? What he did, allegedly did to his girlfriend has nothing to do with your friendship. It has absolutely nothing to do with your friendship.
That I posted with all of the abuse and the scars and the bruises all over her body. All over my body. It's your body, girl. All over your body, girl. Those bruises on her body.
What?
She's slowly putting away evidence to build a case on you. And she already leaked some of that evidence.
Now you're trying to get him to turn on his girl. You already tried this already. So you're trying to throw him under the bus and his girl under the bus and get them. Not only are you trying to get him canceled, you're trying to wreck his love life too. Boy, you niggas on the internet is weird. You're trying to get him and his girl to turn on each other. You already tried that.
Building a case on you. So much to the point to where that the girl that you sleeping with, the enemy that you, nigga, you're sleeping with the enemy. Both of y'all sleeping with the enemy.
So is she a victim or
you her enemy and she's your enemy?
Wait a minute. So is this girl a victim
your enemies
or a mastermind? So is this girl a victim or is she a mastermind? Anointed one, peace and welcome. Is she a victim or a mastermind? Because I can't tell. I can't tell by the way you describing her. He said, no, nigga, you was sleeping with the enemy. He said, mind you, all this because Math had 10 toes on his show. LOL Dyson. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. And it ain't even just because of that. It's beyond that. It's because Math don't want to be friends with him no more. He was just talking about how he didn't want to see Math lose his channel. And it ain't over for him. This is what he do. He bipolar. He like the game. He like the game. You ever see this shit? You ever watch Game? Bipolarness. One minute he talking about, yeah, I ain't got no problem with 50. You know, I wish we can work things out. And then after 5 minutes later, man, fuck 50, fuck G Unit. Then 5 minutes later, nah, man, me and 50 good, man. I ain't got no problem with 50. 30 minutes later, fuck G Unit, fuck 50 Cent. That nigga can suck my dick. It's him. He did the same thing with Mano and Jim Jones. I would love to chill with Mano and meet Mano and Jim Jones. They don't want to do it. Fuck Mano, fuck Jim Jones. They misleading the youth. He been doing the same thing with Math. He'll do little videos where he trying to big up Math and basically trying to suck up to him and apologize. And then as soon as Math say, nah, bro, I'm not fucking with you. Oh, fuck Math, you was beating on your girlfriend and this, that, and the third. It's the same pattern over and over again. We watch you do the same thing over and over again. You pop shit, want to apologize, and people see that now. That's why you got more and more people that you beefing with more than ever now, because you pop shit and want to apologize, and everybody knows your routine now, so nobody's fucking with it. Everybody like, oh, all right, I'm just not gonna fuck with him. Period. I'm not gonna go back and forth with him, and I'm not gonna let him apologize. I don't want to get on the phone with him. None of that. And now you butthurt because that shit ain't working no more. How long did you think that shit was gonna work? Where you pop shit on the internet and then get behind closed doors and try to apologize?
Ended up with evidence.
Where
that
is
she
this
stored
evidence?
on you. What you think?
Where is this evidence? Because I never seen you post no pictures.
What's gonna happen, Math?
Nothing.
When that relationship comes to an end, and you sitting there with your cake caked up because niggas think that you broke. I know better than that. You made way too much money, and you live in the Bronx in a low income building, no house.
No, he don't. That nigga, you seen his live streams from his fucking condo at the top of the building with the deck. What are you talking about? Math shows his condo all the time. That nigga is a top flight on with this big ass deck where he looking throughout the city. What are you talking about? Math got like a condo or a loft or some shit like that. I ain't never seen no low income condos or low income loft. And what y'all paying in New York out there for a fucking studio room, we get a 4-bedroom apartment for. So that I think that's a big step up. New York, y'all the most expensive. It's like fucking $1,500 for a fucking a room smaller than this. You basically living in a closet for $1,500 a month up there. 42 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button and support the channel. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Y'all know the deal.
No properties, just the Bronx. So she has somewhat of a clue on how much money you sitting on. And when she gets tired of you and your abuse and she decides to take you to court, how much you think she's going to get you for? How much would your network or your gross be worth when she's sitting in front of the judge, the district attorney, and the lawyer, and she produces those videos, those audios, the images you be with the videos of you angry?
Whoever that just sent that $10, I appreciate it. Does anybody else want to support the channel? The Cash App, PayPal is in the chat at the top of the chat and going along the screen at the bottom. I don't want to say your name out loud. Oh, Savannah did that. Savannah, appreciate it if that was you. He said both of him telling, yeah, another clown. Yeah, Hassan crossing the line right now. That's what I'm saying. You crossing the line right now. You messing with, you trying to interfere with dude relationship. Nobody has ever tried to interfere, come between you and Lee. Did any of us ever try to reach out to Lee? Did Math ever try to reach out to Lee? No. You keep trying to reach out to them to turn him against his girl. Appreciate it, Savannah.
Telling her to get out in her panties? Math, let me ask you a question. Because you know Soulja Boy.
The fuck is she buck fucking naked? Is she wilding enough to where she need to get out? She getting the fuck out. It's like I wouldn't do that. But he felt the need that obviously he there was an urgency for her to get out, for him to want her to get out. You don't know what she was doing. All you got is audio. She could have had a knife in her hand. She could have had a pistol in her hand. She could have been doing anything in that audio.
One of the allegations, they said he essayed her. Because you know how some of you abusive dudes do.
See, and now you putting grape on them again, bro. Bro, you saying they said. No, nobody is saying that. Well, I've never heard that. I didn't hear the first one that you put on him. I didn't hear the second one that you put on him. You just put something else on him earlier, talking about they said. Nobody has heard that, but from anybody but you. And if he sues you and he goes to court and be like, okay, he keeps saying they told him, but we have never heard anybody else say that but him, and they can prove it. We only hear you saying this shit. Who's they? They saying this and they saying that. Who's they? Because we have not heard not one other person make these accusations besides you. And you think saying they said is going to cover your tracks, but it's not. You're still the one putting out the information and slandering them.
After you beat a chick up, allegedly, you want to have sex with them? Do you know what they consider that in the courts? Math. We don't have to skate together, my nigga. We don't have to.
So basically, you clickbaited. You put Diddy and Soulja Boy in the title so you can try to put all these accusations on Math. You clickbaited. You use Diddy and Soulja Boy's situation as an excuse to throw more accusations onto Math. That's exactly what you just did. Bro, you foul. You foul. And then you try to make up imaginary people that came up with these fake ass accusations that you just put on him. Oh, they saying this, they saying that. Who's they? Because nobody has heard this shit. I don't know what your sources are, but nobody else has heard this shit come out of anybody else's mouth besides yours.
We don't have to kick it, my nigga.
Then why do you keep trying?
Friends? When I was being your friend, you wasn't being friends with me. You was having conversations with my enemies behind my back. That's why when I got on,
because he's not your fucking girl, nigga. He doesn't belong to you. Like, what type of time is you on with this suspect shit? But you were talking to my friends and you was hanging with, you did the same thing with Doggy Diamonds. He was hanging with Whack. This nigga, you don't own these niggas. They allowed to talk to whoever the fuck they want to talk to. One of my friends talked to one of my enemies. I can't stop him from being friends with him just because I'm mad at him.
On your platform, you asked me how old was I when I stopped touching kids. I was a kid touching kids. We used to play house.
Still
I
ain't
gave you
give
an
up
example,
age.
but you tried to use that to destroy me.
Because to this very day, you still didn't give us an age. You just told us he asked you a question about what age you was. You still ain't give us an age. You don't even realize you just set yourself up. You doofus magoofus. You still ain't give us an age. Listen to what he just said. Dumbass.
With my enemies behind my back. That's why when I got on your platform, you asked me how old was I when I stopped touching kids. I was a kid touching kids. We used to play house. I gave you
Saying that you was a kid touching kids is not answering the question. You gave an example. No, you didn't. You gave a fucking smoke screen. That's what you gave. You gave us a fucking word salad and a smoke bomb. Batman, ninja vanish. Smoke bomb. Ninja vanish. And threw a smoke bomb. You never gave us an age, and then you brought up the question, and you still ain't give us an age. You just said I was a kid touching a kid. That's still not answering the question, my nigga. That means you never stopped touching them. If you can't give us an age and a straight age to when you stop touching kids, you never stopped touching them. In my book, if you can't give us a straight answer, you ain't never stopped touching them. And your excuse of um uh if you saying or before a question like that, nigga, you're lying. And you still ain't give a straight answer, bro.
you an example, but you tried to use that to destroy me. Because you was already riding with my enemies, nigga. You
No, you used it to destroy yourself, my nigga. And you just used it to destroy yourself again.
was never my friend. You used my platform to get to where you at, and you wonder why out of those millions of subscribers that
Okay, so if he used your platform, right, to get to where he was at, isn't that how it always goes? Like, first of all, why didn't your if he used your platform, right? If your audience merged with his, right? Why didn't your audience unsubscribe or stop following him when y'all got into a beef? If it was your audience that merged with his. Simple. And bro, people can be subscribed to more than one person at a time. You think that it was you who brought them followers over? Or the other celebrities, A-list celebrities and B-list celebrities that he had on there? I think it was them. I think it was more of them. Maybe, yeah, yes, you did bring some followers over. I'm pretty sure you did. But if it was all your followers, a significant amount of those subscribers would have unsubscribed when y'all start beefing. Especially when you was trying to throw all these accusations on them. Why didn't they unsubscribe? They your followers. They some of them are probably victims. Why didn't they unsubscribe? Why didn't they stop following them? Because they weren't all your followers.
that's watching you, most of them people don't click on your channel no more because they my subscribers. They just didn't unsubscribe yet, but they don't watch you no more.
They don't watch you no more.
That's why your channel was going down. But back to the topic, Math.
You said what's the name channel was going down. Let's check. Let's check the facts on this one. Let's check the facts on this. He still has 1.4 million subscribers, right? Okay. Oh yeah, his numbers did drop significantly. 8,000, 17,000, 18,000, 8,000, 20,000. Yeah, his numbers dropped significantly. And a lot of these joints is members only. 45K, 4K. Yeah, his numbers dropped a whole lot. Nah, 8 days ago he just cracked 150,000. We lost the barbershop. That was talking about him losing the barbershop. Yeah, them Jones did go down significantly. His numbers definitely did drop. I ain't even gonna hold you.
It's just something I want you to think about, right? You better hold on to Jen real tight. Because even your friends, like even when I spoke to Bigger was like, yo, we seen the signs of that. All the signs was there. All of the signs was there.
See, and now you're trying to turn him against his homie. That's what you do. You a divide and conquer ass nigga, yo. That's what you do. You do that a lot. Whenever you argue with somebody, you go grab some shit from their past, or you go grab some shit that happened between them and somebody else, and try to instigate them into to going back and forth to fight your battle. You do that a lot.
And some of the other brothers whose shoulders she was crying on while you was giving her the oops upside
Check the thigh fat.
It's only a matter of time, my nigga, before either she get tired or you get tired. I think I gotta let her go. You better hold on to her, Ike Hoffa. You better hold on to her, Ike Hoffa. Because the courts, when they see those receipts that she got on you, my nigga, and how you like to throw your hands, my nigga.
What courts, my nigga?
See, it ain't the family
you wishing that on him. It's been a year now almost, bro. She hasn't pressed charges. She hasn't taken him to court. None of this shit has happened. It's like you're trying to put that energy on him. You want this shit to happen. You want all this to happen, but it's not, bro. You keep trying to push that energy on him. Oh, when y'all go to court. When are they going to court, nigga? She has not. What are you talking about?
You gotta worry about them niggas is suckers. They letting you do that. They don't care
want
about
him to be in court. Because
you wouldn't be walking around no more. If they cared about her, you'd be gone. But
now you saying her
courts,
brothers
my
don't
nigga.
care about him.
You ain't gotta worry about not being able to go to Christmas or Thanksgiving dinners because I leaked the footage of the audio on the internet after you violated and disrespected my friendship with you, my nigga. We ain't gotta never speak to each other again. Just know that. You ain't got to worry about me riding down to the Bronx looking for you. You sleeping with the enemy.
Nigga, when did he ever worry about that? Nigga, we everybody know you're not going back to the Bronx. You talking about you ain't got to worry about. We know you ain't got to worry about that shit, nigga, because you ain't going nowhere. You can't go back to the Bronx. The fuck is you talking about? You ain't got to worry. He said you ain't got to worry about me riding down the Bronx looking for you. We know. We know that already. He was never worried about you. And the thing about it is, Math has not looked in your direction in a year, bro. Even when people ask them about you, ask him about you, he don't want to talk about it. And you just keep trying to throw more accusations on him because you think it's going to get him to go back and forth with you. I hope you don't fall for this bait trap. Let him keep doing that. Sue his dumb ass. That's what you should do. Just let him keep talking and making these accusations, and you sue his dumb ass.
And sooner or later, she gonna get tired of you putting your hands on her, and it's gonna end up either two ways. You're gonna get locked up. They won't let me out. No, you're gonna either get locked up, or she might just say, "Nah, let me leave him out here to see if he can still make a couple of dollars." Because she coming for that in the courtroom. And just like Soulja Boy, a nigga that didn't know how to keep his hands to himself, just like Diddy, a nigga that didn't know how to keep his hands to himself, Math, 9 times out of 10, you keep on going down the path. You going allegedly, my nigga, you better go get some help. Or you are going to be next. And
did you really just try to tell another nigga to go get some help? Did you really just try to tell another nigga to go get some help? This is wild. You really try to tell Math to go get some help. I don't think you should be telling anybody to go get no fucking help when you the one who made nigga on the internet that needs help. Everybody done told you 1,000 times you need help.
that courtroom. That's my take on this situation. See, I can hit you with the ugly truth, or
that was your take on the situation. We didn't get your take on the situation. All we did was hear you make up these lies about Math. You said nothing about Soulja Boy. You said nothing about Soulja Boy. You said nothing about Diddy. All you did was make accusations against Math. He said that's my take on it. Take on what? Math? Well, we didn't know this video was supposed to be about Math. This video was supposed to be about fucking Diddy and Soulja Boy. All you did was talk about Math.
a beautiful lie. You can hear this is the ugly truth. That's why every time you go live or you doing a video, she got to make herself heard in the background like y'all so happy, you know, like when y'all was play fighting.
Why are you still watching his videos? That's your enemy. What are you still watching his videos for? You be stalking him.
When y'all was play fighting? Because you didn't know how much of the evidence got out there. So you was trying to throw the people off until they seen the video.
Oh my God.
Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. Math, after you watch this video, don't start punching the air like that nigga from Boys in the Hood, Trey. Don't start punching the air because the truth hurts.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
And this is the...
I'm pretty sure he's going to send this video off to his lawyer. I'm pretty sure he's just going to send this shit off to his lawyer. You's a dummy. That's why he kept telling you, eat. And you think because it cooled down. Didn't he just send you a cease and... Didn't you say he sent you a cease and desist? And then when his ass send you a fucking summons, you going to be the first one on the internet crying, talking about, so how could you stop a nigga from eating and feeding his family and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what the fuck, bro? Nobody ain't gonna want to hear that shit. Watch. As soon as he watch one Math fire back and then your channel get shut down or some shit like that happen, we gonna be the first one on the internet crying. I guarantee you.
You gotta understand.
You heard it here first. You heard it all here first. I guarantee you that when Math, if Math retaliates and there's some consequences behind it for Hassan, I guarantee you he's going to run to the internet and try to play the victim and act as if he didn't fuck with Math. Oh, Math did this and Math didn't know. Math ain't doing shit to you right now. You keep fucking with him. Math ain't doing nothing to you right now. So when he does retaliate and your dumb ass get your channel snatched because you fucking with Whack and you fucking with him, and your dumb ass get your channel snatched, the first thing you gonna do is jump on the internet and cry and play the victim. I guarantee it. I stand by it. Now let's finish this Nature Boy call.
Like, look at my story. Look at my story. I told y'all what to do. I'm the one that told you to go back to the jungle. I just got crucified. But I'm about to resurrect. I really pray for their souls, and I really hope that they find redemption and forget and ask forgiveness before it's too late. You can play with the world.
Do you
can't play with God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You said that. I like that you said that.
Both of us gotta die.
Right. Do you still believe that you're the Messiah?
Absolutely. Even more now. I mean, it's
You're the
obvious.
Messiah, y'all.
It's obvious I am. You feel what I'm saying? Because I just got crucified, but I'm about to resurrect now. This is my year. This is when I resurrect. This is when I'm coming back now. This is.
Y'all hear that? All the Christians in the chat. All the Christians in the chat. He the Messiah. Y'all praying to the wrong person. Y'all Messiah locked up. Y'all Messiah locked up behind bars. I ain't know Messiahs can be in prison, but this one is. And this Messiah gave that ass up too.
This is the time. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand, like, look at my story. Look at my story. I told y'all what to do. I'm the one that told you to go back to the jungle, to go back to nature. You see what I'm saying? Go back to nature. Go back to the jungle. Go back to living natural. Get out of the white man's world. Get out of this white system. I did it. I left. You feel me? The only reason why I came back is I miss my people. And I was around like suburban weirdos. If you see who I was around, it was just a lot, like a whole bunch of like bots, like just NPCs like around me. You feel what I'm saying? That was like draining my energy the whole time because these people were weird. And obviously, you see, they switched up on me. We got them on camera. We got their videos. One thing they said to the judge, and we got them what they said to Tasha K. Right? Because Tasha K did an interview. But because people don't like me, they ignore the facts. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, I would never rape a girl. Why would I have to rape a girl for? For what? You see what I'm saying? Like, for what? That's crazy. And she never said I raped her. She never said I actually raped her. And then she just did another interview with Rolling Stones. Did you see that?
No, I didn't get the chance to check that out. Who did?
Please pull that up for the people too. Pull the Rolling Stones. Just recently, Rolling Stones did an interview with, and everybody's like, trying to do my story now. The interview that she did with Rolling Stone, she literally just says it. She says it. Look it up. Rolling Stone, Nature Boy, look it up. She says, when they told me rape, I said, no, he didn't rape me. She said it in the interview. Like literally right there.
And we're talking about Janae, or we talking about who we're talking about? That said, who's the interview we're talking about? Janae, right?
Yeah, Janae says in the interview with Rolling Stone this year, a couple months ago, they did an interview with her, and she literally said it. She was like, when they first told me rape, I said, hell no. And then they said, they explained to me what he did was rape to me. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess then he did rape me. I'm like, what? So they convinced her. We got that on tape that they convinced her because that's in a malicious prosecution.
If there's anything that you could say, if there's anything that you could say to Janae, what would you tell her right now?
I forgive you. Like I told you, I already said everything. I forgive you. I'm not even thinking about her. Like I want her to know I forgive you. Like I'm like if I could say anything to her, I forgive you. And like the only thing I would tell her is like, yo, God is real. God is real. And at the end of the day, when the lights turn out, you don't have to answer for what you did. So repent for your soul. I'm warning you. I love you. I care about you. Because I've seen hell in here. You feel what I'm saying? I have to face a lot of shit here.
Right.
I have to face a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've been to some dimensions. And so, like, I've been to places, I've seen shit, and then I talk to God. God is a black woman. God is a woman. She's a divine feminine energy. It's a female. It's a woman. It's not.
Oh, man. So here we go into this talk. Well, me personally, I do believe that the creator is feminine energy. I don't believe it's necessary a woman, but I believe you can't have creation without feminine energy. You can't create life without feminine energy. That's my personal belief. But him talking to God and he didn't spoke to God and she's a woman, that's when he lost me.
Not a male at all. It's a woman. Not even a woman. It's a feminine energy. And she's no game, bro. And she showed me these people's faith. They will pay for everything they did, and I want her to repent. You know, if I could say anything to her, it's like, yo, you're in when
Right.
you're all alone, nobody's around, that's why it's good to isolate yourself for a minute and just go inside yourself and go ask
That's the
yourself.
first time I heard one of them say that.
Deal with yourself. A lot of people running from themselves, dealing with other people. They
If you really deal with yourself, you would have took accountability for why are you in there. You still trying to blame everybody else but the person that's solely responsible for why you in there.
dealing with other people to run from themselves. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I was part of that. Like, and I needed to come in here because I'm gonna tell you another thing. It's important that I came in here because
Yeah, you definitely was part of that. You had people leaving whole families to come be your slave. That's pretty much what you did. You had motherfuckers leave their families so they can come be your slave. That's bonkers. Beyond bonkers. Let me see them likes. What them likes at? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to look at these likes. All right, we're good. Make sure y'all hitting that like button though. I see the numbers fluctuating, so make sure y'all hitting that like button. Support the channel. We already got 10 on the loud pack. So if anybody else want to put something else in and hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, needs that.
people like me, Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Diddy, R. Kelly, we give our light out. We're stars. Just what he explained to me. We're stars. The stars burn out. They get sucked into the black holes. Like, okay, for a star to shine, there has to be darkness around it, right? That darkness is the people that surround you. And so you're shining your light, but the only reason why you can shine your light is because people are behind you.
Right.
People are less than you. You see what I'm saying? So in order for someone to be a star, they have to have a machine behind them that is making sure that they shine. Right? So you look at a star in the sky and you see the darkness around it. That darkness around it is what allowing it to. Now, what happens is the star will burn out. Like we burnt out. Like I burnt out. So you're seeing me doing online. I'm burning out. Just like a young fowl burnt out. Like we'll burn out. We come with a good message, and then a lot of entities come around us and they suck us dry.
No, that ain't what happened with Young Pharaoh. It ain't happened with you neither, nigga. It was the other way around. It was the other way around. You sucked everybody. No Diddy. All Diddy on his behalf. But y'all sucked all the energy out of people. It was the other way around when it comes to you and Pharaoh. I ain't let you get away with that.
It's like a black hole. It sucks us in. Right? We get sucked in and we burn out. So we need to be in isolation. Certain people that are stars need to go to isolation to recharge their light. We recharge our light by ourselves. I didn't know that before. I needed time alone to recharge my light because at the end of the day, I was giving it out so much that, people was showing me so much. I turned into what they wanted me to be. I'm a goddamn cult leader, nigga. Yeah, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I had came up with a lot of stuff you see online, like the snapping and all that. We staged that. That's all, everything I love. I will tell you the truth, bro, because God listening to me. We staged that. That's all staged. We got together and I said, I'm gonna be God. Since people keep calling me a cult leader, I'm gonna be God. And we didn't think it was gonna really work, but it worked. You feel me? But they was really with it, and it looked real. I'm like, damn. When I was like, yo, yeah, everybody. Bro, first of all, I smoke the weed. I'm a good actor, so I'm like, fuck. But by the time you see me, I become the villain, and I'm like, oh, like they just took away all my teachings. Everything that I teach just made me this villain. But it's smooth though, because God told me why she did it. She already told me why she did it. She said because people were more drawn to negativity, sweetheart. She talked to me. She said that's why. So people will know you. No one's going to pay attention to you if you don't have any kind of negativity going on because nobody cares about anything positive, obviously. Watch my videos when I first started, no one cared. No one cared about me talking about God and trees and the fruit and hey.
So, how did you get all those followers? How did you get all those followers in the beginning? Because people were listening to you. You got people to come over and leave. Like I said, you got people to leave their fucking families, whole families, just to come do God knows what with you.
Man, we need to come out here and, live in tune with nature. No, it wasn't until young Pharaoh came over there talking about HIV and herpes and all this other stuff that people started to tune in. I'm like, what the? But it brought people, it gets like clickbait. It makes people just, wild shit make people watch. That's what people want to see. Wild shit. They don't want to see the good shit.
Right. So let me ask you this. What do you say? And I get what you're trying to say, but we have to say, like, okay, you're slapping guys on camera, you're making people go sit in the corner. It's like that does seem kind of cult-like for someone to come back and do exactly what you're telling them to do. Like, you can tell these people what to do and they're just going to do whatever you say. What do you say to that?
Yeah, but that was what we planned. We planned that. We got to see. What they don't show you is all the camera evidence that I have. The detectives took all our phones and our cameras. We were a production company. It was Carbonation Production. You know what I'm saying? So it was like...
Right. So in the interview with Solar, right? Look, in the interview with Solar, he basically says, like, he was on the phone with you from jail and you told him to go, like, sit in the corner or something like that. And he thought about it. He was like, man, you know what? I'm not going to go do that. So he's basically said, you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so listen. So when it comes to that, when it comes to like, me being a master teacher and also being having disciples, being Christ, that's like trying to.
My bad. I went to go get something to drink.
Gotta talk about later on, but we can talk about it right now because at the end of the day, I believe that I am Christ, the return of the Christ. That's what I am. You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to my disciples, okay, you can't have anything excellent in life without somebody being Christ. That's like something we gotta talk about later on, but we can talk about it right now because at the end of the day, I believe that I am Christ, the return of the Christ. That's who I am. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to my disciples, there's discipline. Okay? You can't have anything excellent in life without discipline. The only thing I have is discipline. These guys are like, get in the corner, if you do something wrong, or do some push-ups. The slapping thing was something that we just added because of Will Smith. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. We were like, yo, let's add that. Let's slap each other. I'm like, all right, cool.
Bro, you did that shit way before Chris Rock and Will Smith ever. You did that shit a year before Chris Rock did that shit, my nigga. Before Will Smith did that shit, couple years maybe, but it was long before Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. This nigga lied his ass off.
If anybody gonna slap, so we added that because of Chris Rock and Will Smith. That was something that we all decided to do. That was honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, and even then, how much time do you think I would get for a slap? You know what I'm saying? I'm just.
That nigga said he believe he the Christ, y'all. I quit. I can't with this nigga.
Okay, so what about sitting in the corner and you're on punishment and you can't be around the girls and and only I can be around the girls. This is just things that they would say.
Okay, so with me being Christ, it's just a discipline, right? For me, it's like y'all come out here to learn from me. This is my discipline. I'm like, put it like this. If you go to China, right? If you go to any kind of place where you have a master teacher or any kind of, there's disciplines, right? You have to have disciplines. Like, All right, so we getting our people to get back to a righteous state, so there has to be some kind of discipline. There cannot be not. See, that's the thing about the black man. He can't be sovereign. He can't punish his people. He can't be a king, right? So I want to be sovereign, right? So I take myself out of this country, out of their jurisdiction, and I become my own society. And in my society, I have law. And in my society, I have rules, right? And in my society, I have the ability to punish or reward. This is how with any kind of sovereignty it works. When you be mad at me or you want, but you'll let that white man punish you though. Y'all all love the white man telling, okay, it's okay to put somebody in jail. Come to put me in jail and punish me. But if I'm a black man and I have my own society and my own sovereignty, I'm not allowed to punish people. Not even tell them like, yo, go sit in a corner. How about I'm in a cell for life? Fuck a corner. You see what I'm saying? So what about the corner? Is a white man able to tell me to get in a cell and us to get your woman that right now, she can come in your house, right? Your woman call the cops. The white man can take you right now, put you in the car, and punish you. So black men are not allowed to be sovereign. We're not allowed to punish. What? When people don't understand that I'm sovereign, I'm a king. I'm literally sovereign. That's another thing you know. On paperwork, I'm sovereign. I'm a sovereign entity. I'm my own identity.
So why they lock your sovereign ass up then? Because I don't think they can put sovereign citizens away for life. So why they lock your sovereign ass up then? Riddle me that. Somebody riddle me that. He said I'm a sovereign. In jail? I ain't never see that shit in my life.
I have my own identity. I'm indigenous to this land. My land is in Puerto Rico. I have an ID. I paid the money for my papers and everything. I claimed my shit already. They're not even allowed to touch me. I'm in here elite. That's another thing y'all need to know. I'm on paper.
So why did they touch you and put your ass in jail? Because you ain't no fucking sovereign. That shit is fake.
Bro, I'm a real live sovereign king. I'm sovereign. And I have my own people. These are my people. Carbon Nation is my nation. I have a flag. I have my own curriculum, my own stuff. I am my own entity, meaning like I can start my own stuff. I went over here, right, and said, yo, this is my society. This is my government. You're under my government. So people come into your government and you have to have rules. People not understanding I'm a real live king. I'm really sovereign. Like I'm really sovereign. Like I'm really went and started my own society. And in my society, the most you got, if you disrespect the rules, you have to stay in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Do some push-ups.
No, you didn't. You berated them on the internet and made them look like shit. That's what you did. You didn't just make them stand in the corner and do no push-ups. You berated them and made them feel like shit. Every chance you got. It wasn't because they was doing nothing wrong. You just did it just because you could do it. A lot of the times you was punishing them, you did it just because you can do it. You even made them fight. You already. Hold on, my bad. Try to read these text messages. But yeah, you done already made them fight. You done slapped them. You done embarrassed them and ridiculed them on the internet. You did everything to make those people feel like shit. Now you want to act all innocent like you wasn't doing nothing public. You wasn't doing all this shit publicly. What the hell is you talking about? And this is the longest fucking jail call I ever heard in my life. He must got a lot of money on his books.
It has to be some kind of discipline and some kind of punishment for disrespect from the rules, or either that, you leave. You see what I'm saying? But a black man cannot establish himself without white supremacy here, because people use that system when they don't like yours. They use the white man system to take you down, and that's what it was. I'm being sovereign. I'm not asking the white man for freedom. I went and took my shit. I started my own country. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what the problem was. This is what people don't know about me. I went and started my own country. I'm sovereign with paperwork in every way. I'm my own man. What's stopping you right now from going to occupy some land and starting your own country?
Right.
Nothing.
Right. Well, okay. Well, let me ask you about this. And you know, I'm just.
You know how much money it costs to start your own country, my nigga? You need land and resources. And the bigger your population get, you need bigger land. Like, nigga, we should be able to start our own country. What the fuck is you talking about? I ain't gonna lie, this picture creeping me out. It's making me feel like he's looking dead at me.
Trying to get it out, so because you know we got a limited time here. So what would you say about Mama D and not her not being able to get a medicine?
But it wasn't that this lady's grown. She's grown, and this lady came to me with a heart condition that, first of all, I got a lot going on when she came in. Like, people were coming in, and I was like, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? But I'm still alive over here. You know what I mean? I'm not knowing what's going on with life. I'm dealing with Velvet, my baby being born. People are coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had Solar and chewing them running a lot of times, because I got a lot going on in my own personal life. This lady came in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? That's Mama D. Okay, what's up, Mama D? So people just come in to the situation, and then Solar and chewing them will regulate and know my rules and tell people the rules in the set. So you can come in, right? But she knew the rules. So this lady grown. She's grown. She's an older lady. She said, oh, she got some medicine or something. I'm like, okay, cool. At the end of the day, I'm not thinking I need to go check this lady, what's your medical records or anything like that. So she had a heart condition for 30 years. She said she don't like to take her pills because it make her dizzy. She can't keep up with everybody. We was going to waterfalls. We jumping over waterfalls. We doing all kind of stuff. And she was like, I want to keep up. This is a grown woman. She decided, I can't tell this woman what to do with herself. You feel me? And so she decided not to take her medicine. I'm not even paying attention.
Nah, nigga, you encouraged her not to take her fucking medicine, claiming that all this healing shit, you regurgitated Dr. Sabi. Didn't know what the fuck you was talking about. You basically got that woman unalived. But not taking her medicine. And I noticed that your story's changed. That's not what you said the first time. That is definitely not what you said the first time. Definitely not what he said the first time. 26 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. We got 10 on the loud pack. We need 15 more. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Support the channel. We need 5 from 3 people to complete the loud pack fund. So hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. I'm doing this for y'all because I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired.
This lady. You feel me? I got a lot going on. Young man was talking about I got HIV. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to tell people, I'm trying to teach about HIV. I'm not even thinking about this lady. And the thing is, she's grown. She's grown. She came on her own. I don't know what's going on with her. So she came, and then before you know it, she went to sleep one night, and she died on me, bro. Oh, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, then you know the.
Okay, so what about y'all dropping her off at the morgue, butt ass naked with no clothes? Huh? What about y'all not giving her belongings back to her family? What about that? What that got to do? What that got to do with anything? What they got to do with how she died? That's what I want to know. What they got to do with how she died? Y'all dropped her off wherever y'all dropped her off, butt ass naked. And y'all wouldn't give her belongings back to her family. You ain't got no excuse for that. There is no excuse for that. I'm pretty sure you can probably make one up to justify it, but for real, there is no excuse for that.
Ate that up. The agents ate that up because they tried to stop everything I was doing. This was so cool. What you need to know about Nature Boy. Nature Boy was sovereign. I am the continuation of Malcolm X. Yeah. Right? People could say, you're not no Malcolm X. No, Malcolm X was better than me. Malcolm X was proper. He had proper scholarship.
You said the dialogue going with Suge Knight is even longer. Where these niggas, who put money on these niggas' books?
Just like Pop said, y'all could be eating
had these long ass conversations.
We're gonna be like, can we get some food? After a while, we're gonna be like, man, fuck that shit. We taking the door, we coming through. So after Malcolm X, they killed Martin Luther King, and then the black leaders went to who? Who do we have today? We went to Pac. Pac was the next thing we had because all the Black Panthers was the next thing. Right? What they do to Black Panthers? They put us all in jail, right? Okay, after the Black Panthers, you got Pac, right? Was the closest thing we had. They killed Pac, right? Because Pac was like, man, fuck y'all. Thug life. You feel me? Because we went from Black Panther to thug life. And then after thug life, what is the black leadership we have today? We had Young Pharaoh, right? He was a political. We got Brother Polite. We got me. We got Umar Johnson. We got you see what I'm saying? And now we have, and also
you naming a bunch of people that either are in jail or need to be in jail.
About my boy Billy Carson, because he's killing these niggas and they're attacking him. All of our black leaders that are still fighting this white supremacy system in the best way we can, man, you attack us. And they use our women. They always use our women, man. They use, you know why they did that to Diddy? They did it to Diddy because Diddy was starting his own black political party. He was going to attack the political party. All of a sudden, he becomes all this stuff. And then, you know what? We're like Conan. We're house niggas now. We don't have a chance no more. The black man and his spirit to rise and fight this system. We don't have a chance anymore because at the end of the day, we got so many coons, house niggas that.
The fuck is you talking about, Nature Boy? I'm trying to follow him, yo. He's all over the place. Went from how they set him up to how they wrongfully imprisoned him to him being the Messiah. To him being the sovereign, to him being the Christ, and now this. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? This dude just love to hear himself talk.
Up under the three at the end today. So the black man trying to be independent, trying to start his own. And any kind of way is going to come up against, and guess what they use? They use our own woman. But this time we caught their ass. Me, mine's, I caught him. Diddy ain't catch his. Arthur ain't catch his. Dr. York ain't catch his. I caught my camera. Homie, my shit is corrupt and I ain't going to be free. I ain't going to be free. Remember, I proclaim that today. You see what I'm saying? I declare that today. I am free. Free is free. And you make sure you remember I said it. And now nobody gonna stop it because I got God behind me, sheep behind me. Sheep, you hear me? Sheep, my God is a sheep. I am always Mother Nature, source, God. But listen, this is very important for you to understand. The black man's spirit is dying. We have no more black leaders. They're all locked up. Anybody that's been a continuance of the Black Panthers, anybody that's been continuous of any kind of disease, I don't care how crazy or radical we've been. I'm a radical, right? Of course, you look at me, I'm radical. But I am about the black man's spirit. It might not be what you're looking at, but it's the spirit you need to understand, the spirit of fighting.
I'm still trying to follow this nigga.
They don't want that. And now we have no resistance because they blocked up who? They blocked up Rashad Jamal. This is who we had. We had Rashad Jamal, brother for life.
Every last one of you niggas got locked up for the same shit. All three people, brother Jamal, Rashad Jamal and Dr. Polite all got locked up for the same shit, for being sexual fucking deviants, because y'all was sexual fucking deviants. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. A pervert is a pervert. A gipper is a gipper. He said, I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy too, Quas. You ain't the only one. I'm dizzy to the motherfucker. A pervert is a pervert. A gipper is a gipper. Nature Boy in jail, they got him flipping like Flipper. Ain't no way around it.
Everybody that they locked up was us, our spirit, continuing the struggle that we've had since Tupac, Black Panthers, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King.
Now you niggas won't turn on Tupac and Malcolm X.
You need to understand what's going on for real.
You wasn't on no Tupac and Malcolm X shit before you went to jail, nigga. You was on some I'm a pimp, I'm God, I'm slapping the shit out of these niggas and torturing and embarrassing them. You wasn't on no Tupac or no Martin Luther King shit when you got locked up, and neither was Polite, and neither was any of these other niggas. Y'all the niggas got that money, and y'all went bonkers. Let's go bonkers. You niggas got that money and went bonkers. Bonkers. And y'all want somebody to fucking pat y'all on the back or, feel sorry for y'all when y'all fuck up. Don't nobody give a damn, bro. You ain't give a damn about your followers when you was taking their money, when you let that old lady die. You was slapping the shit out of them. None of y'all niggas was on no Malcolm X, Martin Luther King shit. Y'all was on some thug shit. Y'all was on some cult shit. 30 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. He said they should have never gave y'all niggas money. Right. 30 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Support the channel with the Cash App at the PayPal. We got 10 on the Loud Pack. We need 15 more if anybody want to donate towards it. Hit the Cash App, PayPal at the top of the chat or the bottom of your screen.
So whatever you're talking about, we're talking about resistance. We're talking about the black man being liberated, black liberty. Now, after Pop, after Thug Life, now you got Nature Boy. Nigga, it's radical. We're done asking.
What?
Shit, we're gonna try something new, nigga. We're gonna do our own shit. Fuck that. We're gonna come over here. Now, we was in America. Now we're going to goddamn Mexico, and we're gonna come over here and try this shit.
What? Now he Tupac? Oh, okay.
Okay, it was a failure. Yes, but it was the spirit of our ancestors. I didn't have the backing. I could do it all again now. I would.
Right.
You know what we need to do is team up with China. And Russia.
Look.
That's what, my mind is on that.
What about China?
China and Russia.
Right.
We need to do that.
Well, he on some young Pharaoh shit now. What the fuck is up with these niggas? We need to team up with China or Russia. What's up with these niggas? These niggas on some young Pharaoh shit now. Like we need to team up with China or Russia. What the fuck is you talking about, Nature Boy?
So look, I gotta get some of these questions out. Look, let me get some of these more questions out, because they're gonna want to know. They're gonna want to know. You hear me? So do you feel when they say carbonation is a sex code, what do you say to that?
It was.
That's what they use, because black men have big penises. We've always been a sexual threat. We've always been a sexual predator because of our penises. Our penises are larger, and that means we got more consciousness coming down to our penis, so we think about.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Back that up. Did you just say That was really your answer for you? Because we got big penises and we got more consciousness coming down to our penises. That was your answer, really, for that? Let me make sure I heard that correctly, yo. You said because we got big penises and we got consciousness, we got a whole bunch of consciousness coming down there, right? Consciousness just skipping over the brain, going straight to the penis, right?
They're gonna want to know. You hear me? So, do you feel when they say carbonation is a sex code? What do you say to that?
That's what they use because black men have big penises. We've always been a sexual threat.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Because of our penises. Our penises are larger, and that means we got more consciousness coming down to our penis, so we think about sex more. We are sexual because we're here to be fruitful and multiply. God made us first.
So we got consciousness coming down to our penis, and that's why we think about sex more, y'all. All the black men in the chat, you got consciousness coming down to your penis, and that's what make you think about sex so much. Not the fact that your woman is sexy and you're still attracted to her. No, it's not because of that. It's because you got consciousness coming down to your penis. What the fuck, bro?
To be fruitful and multiply, so they use our sexuality and try to make us feel bad about it, but I don't feel bad about it.
Bye, keep it welcome.
About that sex, because that's how we kill them with our sex. And they know that, so they try to use us as sexual predators, but we're not sexual predators. We just got. So
basically, y'all was a sex cult because you're not denying it, and you just keep talking about sex. So y'all basically that's what it sounded like to me, because he ain't say no. He definitely didn't deny it. He said because we got big penises and we got consciousness coming down to our penis. It don't sound like he's denying it. It sounds like he's embracing it.
Got big penises and we respect that woman. We love the woman more than they do. They hate women. That's why they give women power and put them in the front, because they hate women. We respect women because we have more penis. And the penis is ruled by that vagina. You understand that? That's deep. It's about penis size. Right. It's the reason why God gave you a large penis. It's the reason why you got a lot of, because all that blood that rushes there is your spirit, and that's your consciousness, and it goes down there, and it's supposed to really regulate you and to make you move. Our penis regulates us, my nigga.
What?
Because it's so big. It's right there between your legs. You see a woman. You see what I'm saying? R. Kelly, we're sexual predators. No, we're not sexual predators. We're here to be fruitful and multiply because we're seeds. We're from the mother tree, right? And what is the fruit? A fruit bears what? Seed. It bears seed to be what? Planted in the earth. The woman is the earth. And that's what we're supposed to do. That's how we beat them. But they don't want us to be that, because at the end of the day, their penises are not as big, so they're not as sexual as us. So in their society, they always look at us. If you look at our penis. You see what I'm saying? You gotta look at that.
Right.
Your woman is looking at our penis.
Right.
So they put clothes on us. They get us with underwear, all that stuff. How you gonna put underwear on with a dick like mine? I'm not wearing no underwear. I'm wearing a sarong. You understand? We are Mandingo warriors. When your woman sees us, she's gonna have sex with us because she knows she can get the most pleasure from us. And we're here. And guess what? With sex does, it makes us dominant as far as the human race. Because we can have more sex and we can dominate. The world becomes black, and we can stop that. So then what they do is they make us predators. We're not predators. We're God's gift to women. We're the only man that make a whole art. We're the only man that made a genre of music for women. We love our woman. We absolutely worship her. We're obsessed with our woman. We need her. Even as toxic as she is, we work on her. And no matter, even as she used as a weapon, just like the willingness that I told you, turn that woman against them. Because she's good for it. She's good for economics. So guess what? Put all the men in here, the dominant males, put them in here, and then have all the women out there with the betas. And then guess what? Now black women, they have no other choice but to date a white man, because they're the white pills for the penis to get bigger and try to be black and try to dance like a black man. And you know what I'm saying? So to just wipe us out, all in here, the dominant males. We're not taking no lip. We're not supposed to take lip. We're supposed to dominate our women. We're supposed to dominate our area. We're supposed to dominate. That's what the king does.
What? How can you worship and dominate them at the same time? Make that make sense. You can't worship and fucking dominate them at the same time. That's impossible. One minute you're talking about she's God and black women is God and they was gods and we should worship them. The next minute you're saying that we supposed to dominate them. That's how I know you don't even believe half the shit you be saying.
Dominated. You think the white man did? He kicked all the natives off their land and dominated. He raped and pillaged. He came here and did what the fuck he wanted from England. And what did he do? This is very important for you to study history. Study the American history so you can understand what the forefathers did to get here. They teamed up with France. They teamed up with Spain and went against their King George. King George. It was subject to King George, just like we are subject to America right now, right? We're in the same position as the forefathers of America, but we don't know how to team up with China and Russia right now because China and Russia is not fucking with America right now. So we need, if anybody's listening to me, we need to get allies. We need to get allies with China. This is why Kanye is going over to China. It's very important. He's doing it to China. Kanye, he's showing you right now. You can laugh at him all you want. Showing you he's the last of our spirit that's not locked up. That's going to fight the system. He's the last of it, and they're tracking him. You don't see the pattern. Wake up, bro. It's not about you trying to, they demonize us and y'all go with it. Oh, yeah, he's a bad person. I mean, this is your man. This is your son.
I still don't make no sense in none of what he's saying. He all over the place. He all over the place. This nigga is just talking to hear himself talk at this point.
Black woman, they are your son. We all.
He's just glad right now he got somebody to call. That's all I'm hearing in his voice. Oh shit. There we go.
You gotta defend us. You hate your own son because you was taught to hate me. I'm your son. I'm your son. I'm your brother. I'm your father. Do all you got. You don't got no right. What you want the black man to do? Be a white cracker? As soon as you kill his spirit, you got him in your house. Then you say he's not man enough. He don't want to fight you no more. He's doing everything you tell him to do, but he ain't man enough for you. He ain't man enough. But you took all the men behind the bars. All the men ain't here. And then you come working here, what you gonna do? Fuck us, like you ain't here. You know, that's the thing. There ain't not a woman working here.
So
ain't nothing but females. Ain't no men working here. Ain't nothing but females there because they want to be around that real spirit. They know the spirit of the warrior. That indigenous warrior that's always on the land. We wasn't even coming.
A booty warrior.
Right here.
A booty warrior.
Right.
I'm a chief of this land right here. I'm a chief. And I'm sovereign. And I was a good chief.
Right.
I was a good chief. Because the chief back then, they would kill the woman if they did what they did to me today.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they want to make it seem like people not on real time. They're not woke. They're not understanding what's really going on.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's coming, though. It's coming.
all right. So I don't want to misquote you on this. So maybe you can help me navigate through this. But so there was, I did a lot of research on you, when all the stuff was going on. And so there was a video that you're gonna have to kind of help me understand. That surfaced, and it was basically you. Yes.
Me being naked with my son?
Yes. Can you explain that? Why would you do that? Why would you say those things? Yeah.
Let's talk about it. They took it out of context. Let's talk about context. Let me tell you something. I want you to Google this, and I want everybody to Google this. Listen, the human being is an ape. It's a great ape. You didn't even know that, did you? We're apes. They don't want you to know that. They make you think we're humans. This is how sweet.
We're apes. Did you know that the black man has no type of ape or Neanderthal DNA in them? They're the only humans that don't got them.
You are. Wake up. We're apes. Look it up. Is the human being an ape? You can look it up right now. Anybody listening, look it up right now. Go with the facts. Just go with the facts. We are apes. That means we share 98% of our DNA with chimpanzees and gorillas and bonobo apes. Right? You gotta listen to me. And Genesis chapter 2, verse 25, it said that Adam and Eve were naked without what? Shame. They were naked without shame. Without shame. Go look it up. Genesis 2 and 25. Look up the facts. You could be emotional all you want, but look at the facts. The human being is an ape. We don't like to look at ourselves as apes and animals, but we're animals. We're apes. We're supposed to be naked in the jungle without shame. We're supposed to look in the jungle. Don't look at man. Man, these white men, they're not living like that. They're living against nature. Look into nature and tell me what the apes are doing. Tell me what the ape is doing, because that's who we need to model ourselves. Actually, we need to model ourselves after bonobo apes. Bonobo apes is the most peaceful ape on the planet. You gotta research this. Because we're apes, right? People don't know this. We're apes. When you wake up, when you get back, when we took the fruit, we fell. Right? The fruit of good and evil is our free will. That means that we can do things the way we want to do them. Right?
I'm trying to let the nigga talk so I can follow him. There's just no following this shit. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna stop this at. I'm getting tired. I'm tired. I'm gonna stop this right here and get back to y'all tomorrow. Peace out.